Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? I'm here to tell you all about my failure during my first month of YouTube. Well, was it a failure? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and take a look, but I am here and I'm here to answer questions. I see Free. You are here. By the way, he's one of my biggest supporters. He is my biggest supporter. So it's good to see you, Free. I hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and give him, he's actually such a big contributor. He got his own gift. So let's go ahead and play it. And this is his dog, Sailor. Well, hopefully you're still here. We might have just a few people here to start off with, but that doesn't matter because I'm still going to go and pretend like I've got 1,000 people watching. This is how you do YouTube, whether you've got 0 watching or 5 or whatever. I just went ahead and tweeted it out. So we'll get a few people. We got Pasternak in the house. Good to see you. Minty Fresh like button. That's right. Hit the button. He is here. Big A is here too. He's also a big fan and he streams with me. Good to see you. It's good to see everyone here. So why am I here? I'm here because I suck. Who wants to take a look at my first? You can see how happy I am in that picture. First month failure. Did I trick you all into watching here? Hopefully not, because it truly was a failure. We're going to get into this real quick, but let's go ahead and take a look at who's in chat. I forgot to tell you that my spider escaped for a few days. No way. Are you serious? All right. Master Roni also streams with me, and he's got this crazy 50-eye spider crazy thing. That thing getting away is like a nightmare, but I'm glad you found him. I'm assuming that's what you did. Jorge, good to see you. Good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Pasta. Then I woke up from a nap during the day and the spider was close to my head. That would literally give me a heart attack. But yeah. All right. Big A. Hey, Free. And we got Digital Vibes here. He's actually a good YouTuber. He joined Vivi, the project that I work with, and he does other stuff too. Lots of other stuff, actually. And did you ever get your Dungeons and Dragons thing? We had a lot of people interested. But he's been doing this for longer than I have, and he can tell you the ups and downs. He's got more followers than me. I went ahead and monetized this channel. As everyone knows, I've got my other channel, which has 175,000 vanity numbers. They're kind of worthless, and we'll go over why. But YouTube shorts and longs and lives, they just don't all mesh together. But this is my amazing journey. And Digital Vibes, if you have anything to chime in about, let people who are watching know. By the way, hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't yet. And let's go over my journey. It's actually been a little over a month. With the way YouTube has things now, you first start off, if you get to 500 subs and you get your 3,000 hours, you can get super chats and stuff like that. You can sell shirts. I have not gotten into the selling shirts. You could do memberships and all sorts of stuff like that, but you cannot get monetized by advertising. When you do a video and they show like, an advertisement, or if they have premium, you get paid that way. But the numbers are outrageously sucky. So we'll take a look at that. What is up, Shawnee Poo? He is my gut brother because we both have stomach issues. Good to see you, Shawnee Poo. I hope you are doing well. Appreciate you coming here and hanging out, just going over what it's like being monetized. In fact, I remember when Shawnee Poo came on when my other channel got 100,000 subs that day, which was exciting, but it really didn't mean much. I mean, it meant much that he was here, but it didn't really mean much. So what is it like the first month? I'm in a niche of a niche. So if you are in a small niche and then you are within that niche, a smaller one, you are not going to make a lot. You're going to have to expand out if you really care about making money. Now, of course, you can, get with people and, maybe get more super chats, but you're not going to see that big money that you're going to get from advertisers, which is really in the end your goal. And one of the things, I just watched a video the other day to be very careful with if you're starting a channel. And I somewhat agree, because this channel actually started off with shorts. When you start off with shorts do not pay well at all. Sometimes it's 5 cents per thousand. It could be even less. And I'll show you what I got on mine. It's a complete joke. So if you start off with shorts, you're going to get those people who do not watch your long videos. And so it's never going to get shown to the people you want it to show to. So you want to use shorts strategically, which is what I'm learning to do. And I don't even know if I can reverse the effects of it, but we're going to try. Gut Bro in the house. Good to see you. By the way, everyone, hit that like button. Make sure you're always asking for it. So first month of failure. Who's ready to go take a look at the first numbers? I will make this a little bit bigger here. Not that I want to see myself any bigger than I am. I'm going to cover up this YouTube thing here. I just made this thing real quick, this overlay or whatever you want to call it. But let's go ahead and update that. Let's take a look at my first numbers. That's right, everyone. I am rich. Full screen. Let's take a look. Holy cow, everyone. That's right. In fucking 28 days, $22.30 from watch page ads. Now, what are those? Those are when I set, to go monetize. And because I use StreamYard, this is very important. If you use StreamYard and you do live stuff like this, you must go into YouTube and turn on your monetization because you're not setting up through YouTube. You don't have that option through StreamYard. And I forgot the other day and I probably lost $1. So it wasn't a big deal, but do it every time. Make sure you're checking those boxes. So 22.30, and what it ends up being is around about $1.50 per live stream that I've done. I don't get a lot of people watching them. Overall, I'll range between 150 and 600. Obviously, you get that 600, you're going to get more $2-3. Probably about around that $8 to $10 per 1,000 views is what I'm averaging. So 22.30 is a freaking joke. So ask away, everyone. I am making it rich here. Nothing is a failure. It's a lesson. Hey, Mains, how you doing, man? And Main streams, and he does a lot on Spaces on X. So one of the way we make money is by getting sponsors. He has a big sponsor, and so there are ways to make money on YouTube and other platforms without getting the advertising dollars. But I can tell you the advertising dollars is where it's at. That is where you're going to make a lot of the money. So let's see. I got someone to use your VV link today. Sweet. Are you serious? I like that. Hold on. I'm going to give you this. I appreciate that. I'll have to check it out and see. I actually onboarded a few people last week. So it's going slow, but we're talking about Vivi, what I work for. We level up from here. We definitely do. Hope you good. I'm good. I hope you're good. Everything is good over here. Of course, we just had a bunch of people leave. Is somebody else streaming right now? I bet you somebody on VV streaming. That's all right. This is going to be more for a playback. So I'm doing this live just in case people have questions, but we're going to go over more stuff. So hang in there. Shorts are good for exposure, reach, but not for money. It's true. And so that is true, especially if you need subs. If you're close to that 500 or 1,000 and you need subs, shorts can help. But I can definitely say that I believe shorts can be the detriment to your channel if you don't use them properly. So for instance, my other channel, I was at 777 subs, and bam, I had a short that I made. It got 10,000 views, 15, 30. It's at 42 million now. Guess what? I've made 1 penny off of it. I would never made a penny off of it because it's reused content. So I would have never monetized it. But that channel just got destroyed because now I got so many subs from it. I don't even know if I can erase that video and still monetize the channel. So you want to be careful with what you do. Sometimes you get what you want and it's a complete failure. Shorts are the way forward for engagement. Engagement will get you subs. It will definitely get you subs, but you do want to be careful. I mean, that's what I would say. You definitely want to be careful. Let's see. If we don't get a DC drop this month with the Superman movie coming out, VV probably lost DC. Interesting. It's possible. I don't know. We've got something big coming. So, I mean, we've had the Superman, and DC may want to take more control and not let VV have much. But that's an interesting point. What was the 2 spikes for? Star Wars. So, and you can see on the right there's not much going on as far as dollars. So if you have a really good channel, you might see that go up to 20 or 30 or more. Okay, hold on 1 second here. I'm live. What's up? Hold on a second. Let me see. I got to put you on mute. Just give me 1 second, everyone. The wifey has to tell me something. I'm going to play a little video here for how long do we need? A minute? Sure. All right. It's going to be my VV theme. Everyone take a look at this. Please don't leave. I'll be right back. It's actually, yeah, I'll do the evolvable ones. All right. I'll be right back.
Listen up, this the new VV hit. Evolve Bulls drop, get your mind legit. 5 in a set, common to the rare. Secrets at the top, if you're ready, don't scare. First cop a common, yeah, grab it quick. Burn it to an uncommon, yo, that's the trick. Burn that uncommon, make it a rare. Keep climbing. Ultra rares in the air, hit the secret rare. Yo, that's the crown. Burn collectibles points, break it all down. It's a hustle, no doubt. Take strategy, but it's VV. Come on, this is mastery. Ain't easy, nah, it's a collector's grind. But they keep it real low to keep us in mind. From the first drop to the final tier, the chase is on, let's make it clear. Yo, every common got a chaser in the mix. Special edition vibes, yo, that's the fix. Unique designs, yeah, visuals clean. From the commons to the top, it's a whole new scene. Edition size is big, cause burns go wild. But what's left standing, that's the style. Evolvables are here, it's a brand new way. From the drops to the burns, VV's paving the way. Blind box, non-blind, and now this too. Collector's dreams, VV's coming through. So stack your stash and chase that prize. Evolvables drop, next level, no lies.
All right, everyone. Sorry about that. Just had some good news from her, so I apologize, but there's my little video. All right, so the two spikes are because we had Star Wars this month. I did videos, so I made more money on those videos, and we'll go over some other stuff too. According to recent calculations I've seen in the community, that means your channel is worth at least 40,000. I did not think about that, Big A. You are correct. I'm worth 40,000. It's almost like a meme coin. One like, no, refresh. We got more than one like. We've got 5. 6 now. Hit that like button, everyone. You suck. BB hasn't dropped DC in 15 months. The Vampire Robin. Yeah, that's true. I forgot. It's been a while. Wife must have heard you say sub and made you to her. Kidding, bro. That's all right. Not bad at all. 40. Hey, I'd be happy with $5. Good observation on DC. Yeah, we definitely need one. All right. So there is the watch page ads. Let's go get something exciting and see how rich I got off of shorts. All right. Who's ready? Bam. 14 freaking cents, everyone. That is right. Now, I've not done too many shorts. I've done a few shorts for VV. I think I took something with my Dan interview. Again, we're in such a niche, or I am at least in a niche market. It is hard to make any money off of the shorts. Even, for instance, the short that I did that I got 42 million on my other channel, that probably would have been nice payday, but it might have only been $2,000 or $3,000 for 42 million views. If I got 42 million views on this channel on a video, we're probably talking $100,000. So you can see the big difference. So shorts is not the way to go. And you want to really use them strategically. If it's to, the closer you get to like real subs, because shorts will give you subs, but will they really watch your longs? You just want to be strategic about it. And I'm not an expert with this, although I do have a friend who's a very good YouTuber and he makes 6 figures doing this, and he only has 70,000 subs. So you can do very well as a YouTuber. Yeah, you need to go in the stock exchange. We need more users. Wait for crypto to see big results. Honestly, of my 2.5 thousand subs, about 1,800 happened over November 2021 to February 22. The rest of the subs took years. But the good news about this, and it's good about Digital Vibes, is he's earned them, right? Like, yes, he had some that came quickly when he got into VV and the niche really blew up, NFTs, digital collectibles, but everything over there, over the time, he grew them. And that's the same thing I'm doing. I'm growing like 1 sub at a time, maybe 4 or 5 a week. Maybe I get a bump here. I get a lot of people, it's all over the place, but I keep growing, and I try not to do too many shorts unless I feel like it can support a longer video. So I will do shorts now. Now, once you hit your 1,000 subs, nothing really matters at that point. You just want good content. So I try to use my shorts to either, if it's a marketing reason, I'll use them, but I try to, use a short from a long video so I can bring them back to that longer video and get them to watch longer, which is not an easy task. So 14 cents for my shorts in 28 days. F my life. Let's see. Getting up there with Joe Rogan. Yeah, I'll never be there. I'll never be there. What is up, Adrian from France? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Is it pronounced niche? Like Niche? Niche. How do you think it's? Yeah, niche. That's how I said. Isn't that what I said? What's up, Ronnie Lido? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you got some good art. I think most investors right now won't leave their Bitcoin for toys, but when they take profits, I think they will. And they're going to look for places to park that money. And that's what I'm working on. I've got something big that I'm working on. Not the big announcement that I have, although it's slightly related to that. But yes, I do think like real world assets, I've talked about this, having NFTs and collectibles that are actually tied to value. So you're not just getting a picture. I think that's going to be big. And that's why I think this space is going to get bigger. And for me, I think in the next month, I might see a big boom in subscribers moving on to other projects. So you make about as much as I do. Exactly. All right. So let's just go back so you can see just real quick. So this is what I made in 28 days on watch page ads. Now it takes 2 to 3 days for the upload. But it's maybe yesterday's stream I made $1.50, maybe $1.75. It's not going to be a lot. It's not paying the bills. But there are other opportunities, obviously not shorts, but we're going to go take a look at memberships, which is where I get a little bit of money. And we got to explain what's going on with YouTube because they do some crazy stuff with Apple that I think is BS. You should stream off the grid. You and Big A as a team get some New Year's. Yes. And we've talked about it. I've actually talked about him just doing it himself because he's a good player. I'm not, but I'm going to be doing something like this. But this other stuff I'm working out, all this other stuff might be just small potatoes to me. We'll see. We'll see. You earn your subs too, but once crypto hits and people take profit, NFT narrative hits, VV creators will do well. I think so too. Of course, then we'll have a situation where we have a lot of creators come in and want to do VV live streams for the drops and everything. So there'll be more people, but there'll be more competition. So the question is, for instance, can I get to the top or am I just going to fall in the line with the rest of the people? I don't know. I got to grow that audience bigger. Anyone sees Steak and Shake speech at Bitcoin 2025 event? I did not know. I did not hear it, but I do like Steak and Shake, although they shut the one down me by. All right. So let's move on to memberships. Let's take a look at another way you can make money and not rich. Now, this is the last 28 days. Most of my memberships came on the month. So membership, at 1140. Here's another thing to remember. We're going to get to super chats too, but same with memberships. One of the things I hate about YouTube, and it's the thing I love about YouTube, is that they can get lots of people and you can get more people to donate. But when you donate money, when somebody gives me a super chat for, let's say, $1, let's just say they give me $1, YouTube automatically takes 30%, which is completely cool. All right. It's like when I sell on Amazon, they take 15% for most of the products. Where else am I going to get in front of millions of people for 15%? It is worth it. Same with YouTube. It is worth it. The biggest problem that I have, and it's something that I want to work with other YouTubers to fix, is the fact that if somebody donates and they have an Apple phone, iOS, Apple will take about another 30%. It looks like I'm averaging about 51% gets taken from me from somebody who gives a super chat or membership through iOS. That to me is crazy. Like YouTube, okay, but Apple to take more money because it's on their app to take another 30% or 20% or 21%, whatever it ends up actually being. I'll have a better idea at the end of this month. Is ridiculous that I can lose more than half of the money that gets donated to me. Now, this is just membership, so 1140. I do have 15 members. 5 of them were bought, and I'm assuming I'm going to lose those. Free actually was the one who got them, which is fine. Like those were gifted. So, maybe I end up at 10 or maybe somebody leaves. People don't have money. Maybe it's not worth it to them. It's not interesting, or they just don't want to waste the money, which is completely okay. And by the way, if you are a member and you leave, I'm not going to be upset at you. I completely get it. But you do have to understand that number is going to go up and down. Now, my membership free bought my most expensive one. That was 100. And so obviously that helps, but I, of course, don't expect him to continue that. I actually hope he doesn't. Although I appreciate, in fact, I still got to make him a song, but he's always been a big supporter of the channel. So, memberships are great, and it's a good goal to try to get membership. That's probably between memberships and super chats, or where you're going to make your money, especially when you're starting out. That is where I'm at. Another reason why I don't like Apple. Yeah, I really want to put together, and if you watch this video later and you want to leave comments, please leave comments below and let me know if you're interested, because I am going to try to put together a group to fight this. I normally am not one to sit back, and I'm very small potatoes here. But the fact that this is happening, it doesn't to me seem legal. There seems like there's something a little bit off. Yes, and of course we sign the contracts by agreeing to Apple, and when we do an app and them getting the money. But with the new lawsuit with the NFTs and everything, where Apple is not going to be allowed to force people to buy through their app anymore. I feel like tips and stuff like this, where maybe I'm not making my living from YouTube, although I'd like to. It would not be fair for somebody who's actually trying to make a living, where, for instance, if they were given $1,000 in super chat and they would have made 700 if YouTube just take out their money, but now with Apple taking out, they only make 500. That could really hurt somebody's bottom line. So let me know. I don't care if my texts are green. Does that mean you're going to leave? Sitting by a beautiful river in Utah. I wish I was there. He's got my cabbage O face. I love it. I love it. Left Apple for Samsung. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that they do it. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at super chats, because super chats have been a little bit better. It's not massive, but it's better. So let's take a look at that. All right, so the guy's laughing at me. I'm getting laughed at. 28 days. I've got an 11 super chats the past 28 days. I just got one yesterday, so that's not going to show up for another day. So this is 28 days, 60, 55. So I probably made about 110, 120, somewhere thereabouts. But as you can see, a large portion of that gets taken away. So I think for the month, I'm at like $94. You got to have 100 to cash out. Last month, I made 146. So when I said that my first month was a failure, it's a little bit of a lie. But again, a lot of that was I believe was due to free and him buying the super membership. Although that could have been that could have shown up on this month. It might have shown up on this month. Either way, you're not going to make a killing doing YouTube, especially in a niche market. But don't forget, I'm growing. I'm growing here. So there you go. Supers and gifts. Now they have like what is it, roses, or not roses, they have gem or something if you do like a TikTok live video, but that's not available on just regular YouTube streams. So I have not taken advantage of that. I don't know if that'd be any good for me, but I think the biggest point is to continually improve on your stuff. Maybe a video like this isn't that interesting to most people, but it is cool to kind of see and get a look into what people actually make. Because I think people have this idea that people are making a lot of money. Most people do not make a lot of money. You make a very little amount of money. Maybe you get lucky. Maybe you're lucky and you're a YouTube streamer that makes 10, 15,000 over 3 years. But that in itself would be very lucky. The ones that make the 100,000 in a year, or 50,000, it's not that many. It's not that many, but you can do it. You just have to work really hard at it and, constantly improve. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I'm always trying to constantly improve, and it may not even matter. I could do everything I want, and I'm just not a likable guy, and I'll never get a lot of people to watch. Now, like right now, this doesn't have many people watching live. Normally, if I do a live, I'm getting maybe around 40, 50 people for a VV drop, maybe more, maybe a little less. But something like this, that's all right, because this is something that I might chop up into little shorts or into shorter videos, maybe 3-minute videos, throw them out. And those potentially with a good thumbnail and a good title could actually generate some income. So something like this live, though, is not going to generate more than maybe 10, 20, 30 cents. It's not going to be a lot. So let me know if you have any questions. But again, just to take a look. So 60, 55 from super chats, of course, the last 28 days, 1140 from memberships, shorts feed 14 cents. You might as well just throw that out. In fact, YouTube, I'll tell you where you can shove that 14 cents and just keep it. And then 2230 from watch page ads. Now, if you think about it, there is something kind of cool that I made any money from people watching my videos, right? Like the fact that I could even make $22 just by putting a video, but the time and effort that I put into my videos, again, it would not equate to making it worthwhile, unless you're trying to grow something bigger. Now, I am trying to grow this channel bigger and onto something, maybe bigger than even Vivi, but there's no guarantee that's going to happen. But I will say it is nice to get monetized. The only problem is at any moment you could do something, you could use some copyrighted stuff and you could get kicked off and you could lose your account. And then, that kind of happened to me when I first started. I couldn't verify my account and I only lost it for like 12 hours, but I thought I was going to lose it for at least 30 days. So it's a little scary. You do want to be very careful with what you do here, but okay, 2230 is better than zero. So first month failure. So look, I would have made, I guess before I got monetized, I had, buy me a coffee. And actually on that, if I think about it, because they took out a lot of percentage or a lot less percentage as YouTube, I was averaging about 90 to 100. So if you throw my memberships in with YouTube and stuff, I'm making a little bit more than I would have on just buy me a coffee. But my potential's bigger because people that have to go outside the app, people are not going to go buy you a coffee. I know Free and some other people have, or they use my Cash App or whatever. I used to have my QR codes. It's just people do not like friction, and having to give money off the app is really hard. Now, if you have thousands of viewers on a live, then you're going to get a percentage of them that will actually do that. Because even I had people who did it, but the real money is hopefully getting the super chats and memberships and offering something, which I don't think I'm actually doing, offering that much for memberships at this point, but I'm going to be working on that and improving. My biggest question, and again, we've got 13 people here. They're probably just listening in the background. I just wonder what people like, for instance, for me, or even you digital vibes, like I've just never done any clothing or any of that stuff. I could do it, but like, what am I going to make? $3, maybe $5 for you spending 20, 25? It almost doesn't seem worth it to me. Like if I could provide something that actually has value and is cheap, just with shipping and all of that stuff, it just ends up, it's not going to really affect my bottom line. And it feels like I'm fleecing members and people who watch a little bit. What's up, Christopher? Good to see you. Good afternoon. What movie are we seeing today? We saw Mission Impossible last week. What do we have tonight? He's our movie critic for Vivi. Let us know what you're going to be doing in Vegas. And if you're just joining me, please remember to hit that like button. We're just going over my first month failure. It's actually been a little bit more than a month. But we went through the numbers and it wasn't much. And up to this point, I am at, I think, $94.40. It's going to probably end up being about 120 for the month. Last month I did 146. So it could be close to that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy if you think we're making a lot of money here. What's up, BE? YouTube needs to pay you more. Appreciate all the streams. Hey, Dad Alva, I appreciate that. No, what YouTube needs to do is stop taking as much money from super chats and stop Apple or anyone from taking an additional 20 to 30%. So I'm getting less than 50% of super chats. That to me is outrageous. And that is what people will do when they finally get monetized and realize how much is being taken out. Because most people do not know this, even YouTubers. I've seen people say, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that makes sense now why the numbers never match up. They don't match up because if somebody donates $100 and you get 49 of it, that's not very cool. Now, I'm okay with YouTube taking their amount. I do think 30% is a little ridiculous. I think it should be less. And for all the work you do to get monetized, I think they could do a little bit better. I think they could do a little bit better, or say, look, if you're starting off, your first 1,000 will take 20%, then the next 25. And as you make more, they'll take a little more, which may not make sense, but it would, because people who are trying to survive off of this could really use that extra money, although it's not going to help my bottom line. What's up, Swampy number 5? Good to see you. Hit that like button. And if you have questions, let me know. Because I know a lot of people might actually want to get monetized. Karate Kid. That's right. I forgot that's coming out. Crap. I want to see that. Oh, I got to hear about that. You're going to have to put a review out on Twitter for sure. Saturday drop details out. I'm going to skip. Wait, Saturday. The details were already out. What details? Wait, what are we talking about? Captain America? Oh, are you talking about the dioramas on Sunday, which I'm not doing? we're talking about Captain America. I will be doing that, by the way. I will be doing that with Emoji. I'm trying to get Sleeping Comics to come on. He might come on. We'll have to see. We're talking about our Vivi stuff here. Yeah, 20 gems. I finally got some money. I just sold. I'm at like 450, 460 now. Sold a few things. So getting close to where I don't have to sell anymore. So I'm kind of happy about that. But Karate Kid, I'll have to see that. So yeah, just again, if you want to look at the numbers, 22.30 for watch page ads, 14 cents for shorts. Haven't done too many shorts. But even if I had something hit something what you would consider viral, wouldn't have paid off very much. Membership's 1140. A lot of people are right on the 30 days or into the next month. So that number will be higher. But yeah, overall, it's not very big. And then my super chats, 60.55 with the guy laughing at me. Still better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. Look, I was doing this anyway. So if you're out there streaming and you're doing it for no money, and then eventually you make a little money, it actually is kind of nice. Now, for me, I just have a rule that I don't want to pay for my streaming, and I have other avenues for revenue. I'm an Amazon influencer. Which is different than their affiliate programs. I get to make the videos and stuff. So I make money on that. My goal is I need to make about 160 a month to pay for all the stuff that I have to pay for. And I pay for an extra internet. I got to pay for StreamYard and CapCut and Canva. So I have all these expenses that goes even beyond that I pay for. As long as things are getting covered, I'm pretty happy. But yeah, look, I'd like to make some money. Just got the email of Captain America. The details just came out too. Not a fan. What other details? I'm trying to figure out. Do I have? I thought I presented this. Here we go. Oh, I got to take this off just real quick so people can see here. Yeah, I don't know what the details. So if you're just joining me, this is actually the project that I cover. I do a lot of live streams for this. Yeah, 20 gems. I don't know what's new. I'll probably gamble. I hate streaming and not gambling, which is maybe not the smartest thing to do. But it's not an evolvables. 20 gems. I'll have to look at the numbers. Obviously, only 30 of these special editions. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it, but maybe it won't be anything. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who's going to be going for that. All right. So is anyone in chat? And we could talk about whatever you want because now I've got the part out. I'll probably, like I said, chop this up later and put it out there. In fact, I can use CapCut that can go through, let's say, the first 20 minutes or whatever, and just cut out. It will actually make shorts or like kind of like 2 or 3 minute videos. Honestly, that's what I'm going to do. And what you do is you send those all back to the main video or this live stream or something like that. So that's what I'm going to do later with this. It doesn't work all the time, but it is not too bad. The blog. Oh yeah. The blog's been out though. I mean, I don't get it. The blog's been out for a little while. I mean, the only thing I didn't know was the diorama. That's the one thing that, because here's the blog. The blog is here. I've definitely had this. Here's the actual blog. I don't know what changed. I showed this the other day, or I showed this yesterday. 1969, 31 chasers, which means I won't get the chaser. 1350 of those. 900, 500, because the rare and the ultra rare are animated and the secret rare is not. That's what Mascheroni told me. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to stream it. We'll see how well that does streaming. Let's see. Nice drop, but not FA. I feel like VV wasted a lot of FAs with the Mighties. Yeah. And, at that time, we just didn't know what was going to happen. But, I'll stream this. I think I might get a few more people on a Saturday, maybe watching this. But yeah, good to see you, Alejandro. And thank you for being a member. Do appreciate that. Hit that like button if you don't mind. One of the things I always do is I constantly bug people to hit that like, hit the subscribe if you can. If you don't ask, people won't do it. And if you annoy them, then they don't like it anyways. So they're going to leave. Glad this is blind. Yeah, no, I'm glad it is a blind box drop. In fact, I wonder what, we've got Corey and MC streaming in a little bit. I wonder what they're going to reveal. Today. Definitely pick up one on the market. Yeah, no evolvables. I'm kind of happy about that. I would not have been happy with the evolvables. That would have been good. Penguin, Colada. Good to see it. This is fire. I like your Darth Vader thing. The special and SR are great. I just wish that SR was animated. So, I mean, this is what we're gonna get, right? No sound. All right, I'm not gonna play the sound, but we can go check this out. Yeah, it's not a bad drop. God, my lighting is horrible. I need to really work on it. It's my camera. Honestly, my camera is the biggest thing that I want to fix. I've got a Brio, a Logitech Brio, so it could do like 4K, but StreamYard doesn't do 4K, and so it doesn't really matter. It's not the worst camera. And my like I said, I've got like 3 lights on here, and my lighting is sucking. I really got to work on that. Yeah, they did waste a lot of FAs on Mighties. I mean, has it really mattered that much? I don't know. I don't. The market's weird. By the way, Free was telling me he just sold one of those black pink logo lights for 170. I sold mine at 63. The Cobra sold hers at 69 because I didn't think there was that, you know, much liquidity in the market, but I'm completely wrong. I mean, I know it's rare. I think it's up to 250 now. I can't believe I could have held on to it. I always make the wrong choice. But what I will say on VV, over the long run, if you sell when you can take a profit, that usually is good. The black pink and stuff like that is a rarity that those would be, kind of rare, but there's like over 100 of them. But I guess people see that as potential. So those have gone up in value. But yeah, I think this drop could do okay. It is only 20. So, but it's a blind box instead of an evolvable. So you're not guaranteed to get it. So I don't know. Maybe people will be happy about that. But yeah, they all look pretty good. Um, the rare is nice. I think the ultra rare will do pretty well. I have to figure out which one I'm going to get in the market. All right, let's see what we got here. I think it's more Marvel wasting FAs. Right, probably. What's up, Savi? Good to see you. Even though it's not a FA, it's the FA of the MCU version. To me, that will make it significant. And Kid of an FA thoughts. I mean, maybe. I mean, right now it's just the amount of people using VV and the amount of people that care isn't very big. So until VV really works at, onboarding more people, instead of just relying on, let's say, me and other creators, even though we're doing it slowly, we need a big rush of people for that to matter. Because otherwise we're just kind of like shifting our money around, right? Like it took me forever just to get my sales in. I watched the movie twice yesterday. Now I understand why this is dropping. Yes, exactly. VV isn't going to tell Marvel no if they want to drop something. That I completely agree. At least back in 2021. That's true too. If Marvel's like, jump, VV's saying how high, right? Like we know that for sure. We definitely know that for sure. Did anyone have any questions about this guy laughing? What was your digital vibes? And you don't have to tell us, but you actually stream during big days, so you probably have videos that have thousands of views. I don't know what the ppm was back, or the rpm back then was, or cpm, sorry, clicks per million. That's basically what you get per thousand, which is weird that they call it cpm. But anyways, you could do okay. Like my friend, if he gets 3,000 views, I think he gets about 35, 40 bucks. So again, about $10 per thousand clicks, which again is not a lot, but if you start getting 10, 20, 30,000, you definitely can start monetizing and figuring out, okay, if it takes me 30 minutes to do a video and I can get 15,000 people to watch it, I'm going to get about 150 bucks. You can easily say, all right, if it takes me 30 minutes to make that, then it starts being worth it. And if you get to that point, you can easily grow. But yeah, let me know in chat if you have any questions. Of course, we can go back to talking about VV. I'm kind of interested in seeing what Corey and MC are going to be talking about in a little bit here with their drop or with their live stream that they're going to have here. And what is it going to be in about 34 minutes? Wasn't actually planning on going very long here. Vivi just tweeted out something, so let's go check that out. Oh, it's just this thing that they're going to be doing. All right. Let's see. First appearance of Darth Vader was 2 years ago. Is that right? 3 years ago. Holy cow. They tweeted that out. That's craziness. What is this? Do we have another drop? What if Donald Duck became the Iron Man? Wait a second. Do we have what is going on? Marvel and Disney. What if Donald Duck became Iron Man is available to collect and read on VV Comics? Okay. I don't care. Who's still getting those comics? By the way, the challenge, what's everyone's thoughts on this? We'll get to the VV challenges. Let me know your thoughts on this. Um, oh, you know what? I can do this differently. Discard changes. Nope, I don't want to do that. What are your thoughts on this VV activity challenge? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. Perseverance pays off. It can. It can. Probably won't for me. I'm gonna have to do something bigger than VV for it to pay off. I'm looking at my numbers now back in 2021 and 2020. Perfect. But like, if he did a video and he made $50, again, these days it's not going to pay the bills, but it's nice. And if you can be like, all right, well, I can do 10 videos a day, and that will give me, after 2 months, I can go buy a better camera and I can start, improving my streams and everything. I think it's a good start. That's basically where I'm at. But I'm looking at some bigger stuff. And hopefully it'll be huge. And hopefully the VV fam will come along without it being a grift. All right, so we've got the winners. Of course, it was Mr. Rolex. I mean, did we have any doubt? He's already at the top. So we knew if he did everything, he'd be at the top because he's bought the most stuff. Straight and Professor Chaos, all very big accounts. Of course, we expected that. I know people watch videos of my streams and those had ads. Not sure if I ran ads while streaming then. Yeah, so that's like the biggest problem that I learned, which probably annoys people. But yeah, I turn it on. Look, if you've got premium, you don't have to worry about it. But why not get a little bit at least for the work I did? What did everyone win for the challenge? Do we know? I don't. The top 3 win a collectible, and then I think you get like MCP points for the rest. If anyone wants to let me know if that's correct. Go wash dishes. What's up, Tucson? Washing dishes is how you raise capital for your biz. Well, I mean, I used to own a QSR, so I actually did wash dishes. In fact, I would do the dirty job so the girls that work for me could just focus on being there for the customers, and I would do the crappy jobs. I did not care. I could do dirty work and it didn't bother me at all, including washing dishes. How did they determine the tiebreakers? I think I saw like 100 people the same score. Yeah, so what they did was they used your MCP, your daily, like your rank. So if you were a top 5 account and you did everything, you were guaranteed to be the top 3. Actually, it says right here, rewards, including MCP points and airdrops, will be issued on a date following the close of the competition. So if you're in the top 250, you're going to get MCP points. But I do think it's kind of crazy that you're never going to get the top 3, the champions. You're never going to be a top 3 if you are not level 100 or close to it or getting crazy, 7, 8, 10, 20,000 points a day. You're never going to win. So that is not going to make people very happy. They need to make it so Mr. Rolex, as good as he may be, wins every time. That unfortunately will make a lot of people not want to do this. Let me know your thoughts. You wash dishes because it's easy. Same reason I do it. No, I wash dishes because nobody wanted to do it. And I'm like, all right, well, go out there and serve the customer while I go do that job. Only top 3 won a collectible. You sure? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. That's a lot of work. Most people did for some MCP. I could be wrong. We'll go pull up the challenge here. I like that VV is pushing community interaction engagement through the activity chat. I completely agree. That is one of the biggest things that they could do. By the way, hit that like button if you haven't done that yet. But yeah, I completely agree that that was something big that they needed to keep people on the app and interacting. The only thing I hate is that I cannot post something on the feed, but every 25 minutes. And that is to keep people from being able to, quickly get their 5 dailies on there. I don't like that at all because I try to post 2 things on there that I wanted to list. And that is going to make me not want to interact with the app. I'm not going to come back and just do it 25 minutes later. So, what it is. All these contests that require work are scams. I don't know about that. Okay, first 10 get it. All right, so that's good. I'm going to actually go look up. Well, I have that up on the screen. I think it's under the updates. Maybe not. Where is challenge features? Is this it? Okay, I think I've got it right here. Let's let this load up. All right, okay, I've got it right here. Let's go take a look at at the challenge feature. Okay, so this is the actual, if you're just joining me for the YouTube stuff, if you go back to the beginning, you'll find out all the information about what I made on here. Now we're on to Vivi because everyone here wants to talk about Vivi. So April 28th through May 28th, which was yesterday. So we're done. 30 activity points a day. It tells you how to do it, all of that. Top 250 real rewards, land a spot on the leaderboard, and earn exclusive MCP points and limited edition collectible airdrops. Now, maybe for the first one, they're going to give an airdrop to everyone. I don't know that, but that would make sense. Limited time opportunity. This is a pilot challenge. Participation now means being part of something special and possibly long term. Interesting. Want to secure your spot in the top 250? Here's how to play smart. Really, you got to have a lot. Does this not actually tell us? This literally was nothing. This didn't give us any information. On how, yeah, I don't know where it says what the top 10 people get. It's kind of crazy. All right, I don't know. Let me go look and see if there was something else from Vivi. Is there something else that Vivi released for the challenge? Maybe I'm missing something here. Let's go back to chat. Do you think a month is too long? Yeah, I mean, for me it is. I think I would rather not spend a month like hyper focused on this. But for Vivi, I think big fans, if you're a big fan of Vivi, and I'm a big fan of Vivi, I'm just not that big where I'm going to put that much effort in. I already put way too much effort in, and I don't get a lot out, so I'm not going to do it. But I'm glad to see people who enjoy this get in there. And look, if you're a big whale and you want to spend that much time, like financially, it would not be worth it for Mr. Rolex to do this, but he enjoys it, so that's okay. What's up, Bono? Completed my first month on YouTube yesterday with 39 subscribers. Congrats on that. How do you think it's going? And I'm going to go back to her real quick. And I know we got a lot of people here from Vivi, but I'm going to just go add this back on stage just so she can quickly see. So congrats on that. What kind of channel do you have? How do we say that? Is that like Gui Bono 20? It's probably a person I don't know, and I'm totally screwing up the name. I apologize. But honestly, your first 10 subs, and this is for people who are watching from Vivi and all that stuff, your first 10 subs is really the hardest, right? If you do shorts, it's not that hard. But if you get like, you literally have to stream and do something really amazing to get 10 people to want to watch you and subscribe. It's hard enough to do it. So congrats on getting your first 39. I know it's not easy. And then you'll get to your 100, which is a very big milestone. One of the things I was telling everyone, now I have another channel and I really screwed it up because I did shorts and I've got almost 100 million views in shorts. It's not monetized, and I probably can't ever get it monetized. It's reused content, even though it's allowed. So just be careful with your shorts. Because what if you get too many shorts and that becomes where you're getting everyone from, and then you want to do long form or live stuff, unless you're in a niche like me where I can actually pull people in on Twitter to YouTube, it's going to be hard to get those people who did shorts to watch your stuff. But congrats on that. And let me know if you have any questions. If you risk your life, you get more viewers. That is true. That is true. Tucson always knows what's up, and that's very true. On the app, in the challenge. Oh, on the app, it says, okay. I gotcha. Thank you, Adrian, for that clarification. All right, so here we go for Digital Vibes. Digital Vibes is monetized. He's got, 3,000 subs, something like that. I made about 2,000 in ads and 2,000 in donations my first 6 months with the channel. The market was going parabolic, and I had no idea what I was doing. So we made $4,000 in an insane market. And that now, if it was to happen again, though, he knows what he's doing, so he'll be able to capitalize on it. So like in our niche, if things go crazy or Vivi gets some movie star or something and it blows up, certainly everyone who's monetized is going to be able to take advantage of that. And people are probably going to go back and watch old videos. And so you're going to start making money that way. I get a little bit of viewership for my live streams, but not many people go back past a week. Sometimes I've done stuff for like Suno and educational stuff. My channel's kind of all over the place. You do need to be careful with that. And if you do stuff like this all over the place, just make sure you're making playlists. So for instance, today, this stream's in a playlist for YouTube monetization. My VV stuff's in VV playlist. My Suno stuff is in Suno playlist. My AI is in AI playlist. So if you do that, that's your best chance. But most people don't do well trying to be schizophrenic with their channel. But then again, I was doing multiple videos, multiple 2 to 4 hour streams a week back then. Yes. But it was fun. You would have done it anyways, but you also were probably thinking maybe you could make some real money. I mean, but that's real money. That certainly, if I was to come across that right now, it would go right back into the channel. And it would be pretty cool. You need Adam the Woo kind of numbers in order to thrive. Well, no, you can thrive with 10,000 people. If I had 10,000 people and they all love Vivi and they love my show and 80% have watched my stuff, then I'd be okay. Or a carpetbagger. Steak and sweet potato time. That's what we're eating. Going for the low in the glycemic index. By the way, Free wanted to thank you because he sold his Blackpink logo for 170. Me, 63. I F my life. What the hell? Stealth camping with VV figures. Yes, that's what I want Free to do. I'm trying to get free. I'm trying to get Free to do it because he's really good. Adam the Woo. There's another guy, Steve, who does that. And his wife died like 3 years ago. A really good guy who does the stealth camping. On another note, you can now transfer your HRO cards to Colex. Oh, that's right. And how long do we have to do that, Savid? I got to do that before I can't do that anymore. Another thing too, just to let her know. Is it a her? I think it's a her. I hope I didn't get that wrong. This was told to me by my YouTube friend who does very well, Hero War Central. He told me if you have more than 16 people watching a live stream, that's more than 99% of everyone else who streams on YouTube. So keep that in mind. So if you've got even just a few, that's still a lot compared to most people. Most people stream to 1 or 2 people. I'm only streaming right now to 19, not very much, but I'm happy to do it. I do enjoy what I do. Steve, there you go. Steve Wallace, you know. So I used to watch Steve before he was big. And unfortunately, his wife died, and that got him over the hump. Like early in that year, he's like, I saw him hit 100,000. Then his wife died, and he got to like 1 million, which is like the worst thing to happen. Steve Wallace is awesome, though. He's a great guy and authentic, very authentic. In fact, I wanted to do something with him. I think sponsor him and Foresty Forrester, if you know him, Tucson. And neither one of them wanted to like sell their souls to market with me. So I appreciate that with them. It was a ton of fun, but the well dried up eventually when everything crashed, and lots of FUD back then. Yeah. So you're making your money, you're doing well, and then all of a sudden it dries up and you were spoiled. See, this is where I got lucky. I was not spoiled. From day one, I had nothing. So 2 years of nothing. Actually, more than 2 years, because I did videos for that other streamer, on my other channel. But I had fun doing it. I never did it for the money. I did it for fun. And as people joke, to become an overnight success on YouTube takes 10 years. So there's not this idea of going viral, and it just doesn't happen. I'll keep an eye on my numbers and hopefully they'll go up. But honestly, it's such a small niche. I don't know, 14 cents on shorts, that's no good. To the end of August. Then what happens, Savid, to our HRO stuff if we don't transfer it? It just goes poof away. Tell your VV figures a ghost story while you stealth cam. That is true. Or I could do ASMR. I could do ASMR in AR. There you go. What's up, California Comics? Putting in the work now should count in the future. Yes, I completely agree. Again, the VV stuff is big, but I'm going to get, I'm working on this, getting with a company doing real world assets. So coins and stuff worth, stuff that we can buy into that's going to actually give us value for our NFTs. Not that VV doesn't have value, but stuff where we can buy into coins and stuff and exciting stuff. And hopefully I can help. This is my goal. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm working on with the company, but my goal is to use some of the knowledge I have and talking to people like in chat and stuff to put together drops that will actually work for everyone. So that's my goal. And I think real world assets is going to be huge. So I'm going to be working on that over the next month or so. The whole comic accuracy focus is a big deal for the upcoming MCU movie. You should do it, Tucson. Thanks for the heads up. Took 5 seconds. Copied migration code on HRO, put on Colex, and done. I'm just what I think they disappear. All right, cool. Pretty sure you lose them. That's no good. It's a good start for sure. We may have something that will help. Ooh, nice. I like that. I've got something for you, my collectibles. I haven't talked to you yet about it, but I am working with a big company that hopefully um they're kind of interested in maybe working with Vivi, but that's a whole other thing. We'll talk about that, save that for another day. But by the way, and I've told everyone that you're going live. In fact, I'm going to put it in here. I might watch it because I'm on. If people want me to stay on and watch this, I will, because I'm crazy like that. But we've got the Corey and MC stream coming up, and I'm going to put it in here just in case you want to go there. But hopefully we're going to get some alpha. Hopefully we're going to get some alpha here with what's coming up. 14 cents though is no bueno. I think the super chat thing is the thing that drives me the nuts. Apple needs to stop taking all our money, taking, YouTube taking 30% and then Apple taking another 30% of the remaining is ridiculous. It equates to about 51%. But the connection and info I learned is priceless. Stick with it. Once VV pops off, you'll be a top creator for sure. I doubt it. Maybe I mean, I like you've got, do I have I got a low battery on my tablet on my little screen back there. I got to hook up a computer to there. Yeah, that sucks. I got to figure that whole thing out. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to stick through it. I mean, I just like VV. VV is something that I love. And, whether I make money in it or not is no biggie. But, now that I kind of know what I'm doing, streaming, kind of, and I want to improve, hopefully I've got some big things coming up that will be big for me, my channel, my family, all of that stuff. Let's see. Let me hold some money for the next drop BE. Let me hold some money. What do you mean? What's going on? I mean, you are now. I don't know if I'm a top. I don't think I become a top creator just because I'm the only one. It's just O'Milly and myself, and sometimes Kid Arcade, sometimes you, sometimes what's his name from Germany? I mean, look, if we're at the point where we have more creators out there doing more drops, that's a good thing. To me, it is. See, and there you go. Tucson wants Rob's stuff. But I will say, hopefully for the people who stuck around and, did this during a time when there was nothing, hopefully we get rewarded by something through the community, just meaning watching and stuff like that. But look, I'm not going to hold my breath. There's a lot of good creators out there, so we'll see what's up. But look, if I can keep up, like I said, last month I got $146. This month I don't know what I'm going to end up at. I'm at 94, so I don't get anything if I don't hit 100. I think I'm going to hit the 100 though. If I hit 140 again, great. It just about pays for all my monthlies. But again, I've got my Amazon influencer stuff and my regular Amazon stuff. But yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath making a lot of money. Thank you. Am I brilliant though? Because look at this. Thank you. The glasses don't actually break here. If they had cracked and hurt those people's hands, that would have been epic. Appreciate that, Savid, though. I want to see Dino eat glass again. Yeah, Dino. I haven't talked to him in like a couple months. I got to check in with him. Last time I talked to him actually was with the David U. Blue. He actually got that on the drop. What the F? All right, so there you go. Adrian wants Rob's stuff too. I mean, he just became too big. He had to move on. I mean, look, some people are sticking around and they're very big within the Viva community and a few other places. My thing is I just want to provide something that's kind of fun, maybe funny. This maybe isn't it today, but during my drops is what I try to do without fleecing the Vivi fam. I think that's been done by other people. Swaying them towards things that maybe aren't the best investments or advice or anything like that. I don't want to get into any of that stuff. I want to try to be as careful as possible, which is why I always say not financial advice, but I always do realize that people are listening to me and other content creators to get that piece of information to make financial decisions. I try to be very careful with that. We lost all our price prediction channels. No one seems to want the job. Well, I mean, I do talk about price prediction. I mean, I have price predictions during the show. People will ask. It's just much harder. It's much harder to like figure these things out. So for instance, if we go to, let me pull this up. I'll go ahead and pull this up. And like I said, we might end up watching Corey. If people want me to stream it, I might just stay on and do that. Hold on a second. Let me remove this. If you have questions about YouTube, just let me know. What I'm getting texted here. What is going on? I got an image. And okay, she check out the seller range. Oh wow. Okay, that's nice. uh yeah, so like on this, let me try to do a price prediction. I mean, if we say comments $20, I mean, if we look, I mean, it's gonna be worth 350. Hashtag facts. Unfortunately, could be worth more, could be worth 5. Special edition, there's not going to be many of them because I don't know how many are actually going to get minted of the whole series. So this will be worth, maybe, and not financial advice, 150 to 250. You might even see 500, but somebody is going to be desperate to sell it and make their gems. Which is, my advice: if you can make money, take it when you can, because you never know when it's going to come back. So 150 to 250. Uncommon, I mean, there's not that much less. I mean, 354. The rare is animated, so maybe 7, and then it'll move up maybe to 8 later. Ultra rare, you might break even. I'm going to say 15, and then the secret rare, you're going to do pretty well. 250. It's going to be, I don't know, 60 to 125. There you go. There's your price predictions. But like, it still may not be any good. He loses in court, and the market skyrockets. No one is into Falcon. I don't know. Price predictions are fun, but they are a bit predictable now. Yeah, exactly. So like digital vibes, what would you say? Like what I just said, would you agree? Like, would you agree with my prediction? Like you said, it's pretty predictable. I mean, we can go back in the market and find SRs from the evolvables that are 50. So yeah, all the values in the top 1 to 2 rarities and everything else will be below retail pretty much. Yeah. I mean, look, you don't know. It could be 2. It's probably not going to be 2. The reason it's not going to be 2 for a common is because people are chasing, but they're probably not going to want to take that big of a loss. Not that 3, 4, or 5 is a good deal. It could be 5. The common could be 5. The uncommon's going to be about the same. I don't care. It's not really add much value. The rare is animated, so 6, 7, 8, and ultra rare should have okay value, but still, I think, going to be an L as far as if you want to sell it right away. Of course, you've got the potential of a good mint. Do we know if Comics and Crypto is offering a chaser? Let me go look that up real quick. And by the way, MC and Corey are going to be on in about 10 minutes. So I probably, if we want to have people stay here, I'll probably run it here. Let me see if Comics and Crypto have a chase or a bounty. Sorry, I don't think they do, but I could be wrong. They sold out. Fanable sold out their stuff. I've not been into the Fanable stuff, so I don't know how people feel about that. Not that it's bad. I already have a lot that I spend on. But I don't know if people have been doing too well on that or not. Obviously, if you get something big. Basically, if you don't get the SEUR or SR you're holding for a while, no big deal. Absolutely. And I don't think it's a big deal. At least that's how the community is treating these drops now. Until we get more money and peeps in, it's going to stay the same way. That's why I'm kind of surprised how the Blackpink logos ended up doing. I'm really kind of surprised that happened. That the $35 and free got 170. I did not expect that. I thought maybe get 100. But I freaked out. I'm like, I need the money, and I sold mine for a $25 profit instead of a $150 profit, which is crazy. Remember, all that junk era stuff from the 90s are now turned out to be good investments. Are you talking about like the junk wax packs? I mean, a lot of them were thrown away. I don't know which items you're talking about. Like, are Beanie Babies coming back? I mean, when there's millions, that's hard. What's up, Denny OC? Ahoy, ahoy, screen friends. What did I miss? So this stream was really all about what I made. I'll pull it back up here, although you can go back. People can go back. So if you want to see, this is what this is originally about. First month failure. on Vivi. 22.30. This is the last 28 days. That's how much I made off of watch page ads. So advertisements through watching ads or premium. So that's where I made that. So not a lot of money. Not certainly worth the time that I put in, but that's okay. 14 cents for shorts, and I didn't do too many. I think I might have only done 4 this month. So maybe I should be happy. 14 cents might be a lot. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'll tell YouTube where they can shove it. 11.40 with memberships, and then super chats at 60.55. I have a few that are going to come in the next day or two. And then my biggest complaint was that Apple and YouTube take about 51% of the money I make through super chats, which really kind of blows donkey balls. But that's life. Look, at least I know the rules now. And then here we are. Now we're just dealing with VV stuff because we got VV people in here. Let's see. I mean, cards and comics from the 90s junk era. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff that hopefully be worth something. But yeah, tons of drops and still relatively small community. There's only so much liquidity to go around, which is why I've been very quick to sell a few things that I have. Because when I went into Star Wars month, I had 580, maybe 589. And now I'm at 460. So I'm not even back. Now I've got Grogu. So if I sold Grogu, but I've had other stuff I've gotten that I've sold. So really, Star Wars was not a win for me. Although I think it was kind of a win for Vivi. I think at least they showed they could have a better month. I think maybe there's a few more things they could have done. But yeah, I mean, they didn't. So here we are. That stuff is all appreciated well. Your spawn number ones are now worth something. I have a spawn number one. Is it really worth something? I've got that. I really do need to bring out all my comics. In fact, I probably don't even have them all boarded and stuff. And they're probably, I've ruined them. I've probably literally ruined them. By the way, if you haven't hit that like button, I really appreciate it if you do. We do have, well, we're only at 13. Come on, people. You know, I can't handle that. Let's see. What do we have? Foster Hill, be careful out there, fam. Scammers are among us all. Okay, I guess so. We've got the free. No, we don't have the free. Free just sent me something. We've got this stream from Vivi, which is coming up right now. It's going to come up here in a few moments. Let me go pull it up here. I'll pull this up here because I think we're just going to end up watching. I think we'll just watch this. What do you think? Should we just watch this? This is coming up here. I put the link in earlier. Marvel, what's up, Miss Marvel? Maybe broke even on the new Captain America movie. I'm assuming the VV drop will reflect those numbers. Oh, did it not do well? The Captain America movie? We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time for that to do well. Okay, so we got one person who's going to sit here and watch this with me. Oh yeah, Lilo and Stitch. We did have Lilo, Stitch, and of course Christopher earlier said, and I forgot, we got Karate Kid coming up. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the Karate Kid. We got 23 people, 15 likes. Thank you for those likes. I do appreciate it. And if for some reason you haven't become a member, I'd appreciate that too. Subscribe. You can hit that notification bell or mute it if you don't want to be knowing what's coming up. Fantastic Four. Is that this weekend? Yeah, Superman. We got some good stuff coming out. That Fantastic Four, I know some people were complaining about it. I don't know, looked good to me. Nobody cares about Jurassic Park. Nobody cares about that. All right, hold on. How am I going to do this? Guess I'm going to have to pull up YouTube over here. Let me pull this up. I'm going to have to do a tweet. Maybe you can help me tweet this out. This is the one thing that sucks. Like when VV retweets me out or whatever, because I'm not on Spaces, I don't get the same likes and tweets on my tweets because I can't connect it to giveaways, or people can easily just tweet it out. It's one of the things that drives me nuts. All right, so we've got this. All right, let me share. Yeah, there's nothing bad on here. Let's go ahead and share this here. Can I make this bigger? I think I can make it bigger. Nobody cares what my background says at this point. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Save this here. All right, so we've got the MC that's going to be on here soon. I guess we'll just play it out. I'll make myself a little bit bigger. I may go take a bathroom break here for 2 seconds. But we got this coming up. I'm going to go ahead and maybe retweet this stream, even though it's not. It doesn't say that it's really VV related, but I probably should just start a new one. But F it, it's not worth it. It does kind of affect things by not starting a new stream, but whatever. I'll just post this out, and maybe you can help me do it. Help me get it out there. We'll post the link and say, let's watch Corey and MC spill the alpha. All right, there we go. Live now. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put this out here. And if you want to help me share this, I'm gonna put this in here. Go ahead and go out there and share this link so we can get some people to show up here. All right, where are we at here? Falcon is a fake Captain America with 0 powers. Yeah, Mackie went viral saying something sus about the character. I don't think that helped either. Really? Superman in July. Excuse me. I've got the second version poster waiting for me on Friday. I forgot that you have access to that, which is really cool. By the way, if you don't mind, I haven't shared it yet. If you don't mind, go ahead and share that link right there, or just click on it and go like and share. Let's get more people in here. It'll be more interesting. It's titled Rebirth, so maybe JP will be a good reboot. I hope so. A new F1 movie. Still want to know what this F1 X Disney collab is. I do too. Does anyone have any ideas or suggestions? See, we got 2 minutes until Corey's going to be on. Batman versus Deadpool crossover is a big deal. Yeah, that I didn't even know about that. All right, that does sound like a big deal. All right, let me. I can't. I want to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to say, what is up, VV fam? I'm too old to start saying this, to continue saying this stuff. I see Christopher in there. I see Ronnie Lido in there. All right, let's do this. I'm going to take a quick break here. I'm going to go drain the lizard, which is exactly what you wanted to know. But I will be right back here. This should be playing once I come on. Hopefully it will be loud enough. But give me a second. Give me like 2 minutes. I will be back. Don't leave. Continue talking in chat. That will keep people here. I'll be right back. And hopefully this will start here and we can discuss what's going on. I'll be right back. Oh, crap.
2 giveaways that our 2 mods are gonna like randomly pick, so get in there and have some fun. But Corey, how you doing today, man? Like
sorry about that
for you and your department.
Good, good, good. We are busy, busy, busy. Lots of new things. I think we have a couple smaller announcements.
I'll go center.
That just went out. Honestly, I haven't looked at socials this week
You've
because
been
I've
too
been so
long.
busy. So I'm not quite sure. Like, I'm a
Sorry
loose
about
cannon
that.
right now.
We're
Everyone
up.
watching, who knows what I might say? I'm not super hip and current with what announcements have gone out. But yeah, we've been staying really busy this week. Because beyond some of those announcements, there's just been a lot of additional work. We're sort of prepping some new content types that are getting ready to go out, which require additional approvals and conversations and meetings with licensors and that whole thing. But stoked to be here. Happy to be talking to you. Good to see everyone in chat. And this whole live show for me, I know you sent me a run sheet. You did what you were supposed to do, Aaron. You're like, hey, Corey, here's the run sheet for the live stream before we do it. But I will be honest, I opened it up.
What's up, Curry?
Cursory glance, and I was like, I think I'm good. So
yeah,
I'm here with the viewers. Take me on a ride, Magic Man. Take me
oh,
on a
it's
ride.
there's
it's
Jay.
super fun, guys.
He's
We're
banned
gonna
from the
get right
channel.
into it. We had all sorts of stuff happen this past week. We had the events. We're gonna talk about those a bit. Of course, the challenges just ended. That's pretty amazing. That's underway still in the background. With our great team who's like doing the prizes and doing all the stuff in the background right now around our first ever challenges. And we'll talk about that a little bit later because we want everybody to give us great feedback on that. What did you like about it and all that stuff? We'll get into it in just a bit. We do have some really fun stuff to show you guys as well, which is cool. There's like giveaways that are happening all the time and, big announcements coming up. And we'll talk about the upcoming event in Lisbon and how that's going to actually kind of look. And actually,
anyone in chat going to Lisbon?
Dan, specifically, Dan's going to be doing a presentation that you're going to want to check out if you're there. And also, we'll see if there's some online coverage. We'll have coverage ourselves.
Let me know if that
We'll
sounds loud enough.
a little bit. But Corey, let's get started like we always do.
Let's go.
Of course, with the VV feed contest that happens every week. And we had an amazing week last week again. It was so awesome. We had so many great people submit, and we had prizes go up. But here are the new ones that are like live for this week. And right now, this is up on our X page as always. And you guys can get in there. You can vote for your favorite. You can like retweet it. You can give us like your top 3 favorites. It's all good, but it's here to celebrate. Look at Iber right there with the Boba Fett. You gotta love that.
The paint
Margin
splash
can't
behind
win.
it. That's cool.
I know that's
like
actually
Jackson
really
Pollock behind there. What you got going on? Is that a
yeah, that's
collection?
amazing. Yeah, I don't know, but with all the anniversaries of Star Wars, you gotta love it. We've had crazy Star Wars stuff in the feed, right? Which has been amazing all
I
month
like
long. Yeah, look at Jaguar right there. Jaguar 904. We got the awesome superhero ladies in there. They're in it looks like they're in the black pink set.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be there.
The recording studio. I can see it back
Perfect.
there. What would they be? Who all you got? You got the.
If you leave this on in the
Batgirl,
background.
Invisible Woman, Supergirl. What would their single be? What would that be?
Yeah, in the chat, give us your comments about what the song title would be that we're recording right there in the studio. And by the way, I don't know what the final numbers are on those black pink collectibles, but wow, yeah. they're probably there's some
report
stuff
that
going on there. Yeah, I think we should probably take a look at those.
Scar better not win.
Done, but pretty cool picture right there for sure. Look at Bad 2 Tigers right there with Grogu and the pit droid, and that's so cute. You gotta love Grogs.
Check your 6. I like that, Smokey.
Oh yeah, look at that one up there. What collectible is that? That's like Batman or something, right?
Batman.
Ooh, that's sweet right there.
Is anyone in here actually
Doctor
won one of those?
Strange is in the house right there. Look at this one.
The doctor's in.
Oh,
Look at the shelf
bad
up there.
timing.
Collectibles.
You gotta go.
Yeah, the Joseph Parker gloves actually really make that at a cursory glance.
Make sure you're
look like a
commenting
real
over
shelf
there too, so you
because
can
they're in a case.
potentially win.
Yeah.
Slick.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it actually does look like a display case right there. I got one of those in my office on the other side of the camera right here. You can't see it, but there's like a display case over there, and it's pretty cool. BDD 323 with the awesome one right here with the new Ciara that just dropped this past week, and we'll talk about that one too. But that's really cool.
wearing a brace
that's a really nice collectible
for my carpal
right there.
tunnel.
Different
It's so
stages
uncomfortable.
Of,
clean.
Yeah, it's super clean right here. And look, Chombo Fett. Look at Chombos with the whole entire collage of people around the whole thing. I mean, that's awesome. There's a lot to take in on that one. I love it for sure. And Jan Collects is reading, I think that's probably Marvel Comics 1 for breakfast. You got to love, it's either breakfast or dinner or, you know.
What is it got going on? Is that a
It's the
salad
food.
or is that a pasta?
You know, I'm so hungry right now. Let's just roll right through this so I can go get some.
Yeah, we got to go get some.
I'm
yeah,
eating
if
right
you
now.
add if you add food shots to the feed, it's
Yeah, we'll just start doing some like mukbang in here.
Gross.
Freaking people
But
out.
that's what you can do if you're new to the channel and you're popping in here, new to Vivi. You can read your Vivi digital collectible comics in AR while you have breakfast right there. So it's
With no
pretty
fear of
Nice.
crumbs or damage to pages. Very nice.
Exactly, right? Joe Flo Flux right there. Look at that nice composition. It's like a mirrored image right there. That's pretty cool. You see that?
Wait,
It's like kind
how
of
come
an
Bob
upside
Sears
down
doesn't
mirror.
come up when I do
Nice.
it?
Maybe like a
Nice.
reflection of like Galactus down there.
I
That's a
hate
pretty
when it
cool
doesn't
idea.
do that.
And Frodicus right here with the amazing Star Wars scene. I don't even know how they did that. I mean, that is
Did I spell that
incredible.
right? I
The
did.
Death Star image in the background and all that. And look at Grogu
really
with
nice.
the
Yeah, I
little
wish I was going to
lightsaber right
Lisbon. That would be a fun trip, especially with the wife.
I think that's a painting layered on the Borg cube, and then one of our spaceship. I'm pretty sure that's one of the paintings, right?
In the Frodicus is one. I think that's one of the posters.
In the background, yeah,
Yeah.
the paintings, posters.
Yeah. I think that's what it is too.
It's really nice.
Very nicely done. And then look, it's Repo Man with the amazing Borg cube as well. That is such a
He's
nice
been
look.
repossessing a lot of
Ooh.
Borg cubes. So if you guys are
Hurry,
going to your
you like
collections,
that.
you're looking around, you're like, whoa, wait a minute, I'm missing some Borg cubes. Repo Man, you didn't pay your Borg cube charges.
Exactly.
Pay the price.
And Wax Vision, look at that awesome creation right there with like a dark trooper, symbiote trooper kind of Spider-Man.
That's
Pretty
Spider-Man on a
amazing.
pole, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the black suit Spider-Man. And then they got the stormtrooper helmet on there, and then of course that
Let me do
That
this.
post stick, the helmet.
you
Real
know.
nice.
And it's got to be that's got to be the Galactus like city burning city in the
Diorama background.
diorama, right? Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Absolutely amazing, you guys. Thanks for your entries.
Is
This
this
is
what
going
it's
on
like
until
watching my
tomorrow, so vote
streams?
for your favorites. Have some fun. And hey, just because the challenges are now
Oh my
done,
lord!
don't stop posting in the VV feed.
Who wants me to do
because
more
you can get in
interactive
here
stuff?
and
Like,
it's
if I could get your
challenges will
cell
be fun.
phone and you
Don't
could
you
do
worry.
stuff.
And I've
Like,
put
I
in a
saw some
personal
stuff where I can get,
recommendation.
like,
I
QR
want a
codes and you can
challenge
play a
that's like
game or
take
something.
10
I need to really start
selfies
doing
with
that.
Electra a day and augmented reality and post to the feed. You know, destroy 10 stormtroopers by having them battle
Gosh.
Rancors and augmented reality posted to feed. I want to see some more challenging challenges. You know, none of this just trading items back and forth. I want to see something crazy happen. I want a gladiatorial pit of AR combat. Anyway, let's move on. Sorry about all that, everyone. This
That
is my
was a-
first real human interaction today.
that was
outside
that
of
was the
Slack
scene
meetings.
from Corey's meeting just now. Just before I want to see.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, absolutely got
Oh.
it. Yeah.
All
Now
All
this
my
is
budget for one pay
freaking
raise.
wrinkly
All
and
of you
shit
have to
right
fight
there.
for it.
Oh.
We need to make it a content piece. Let's do this.
Now this is incredible as well.
Nice.
Okay, so Martin right here. So what we did is the Alien movie had an anniversary, the original movie from like 1979 last week. So we did a fun post about it with a giveaway attached. And look at this image right here. So he was a random winner. We had a whole bunch of people basically put in alien images and stuff from AR.
Yeah,
and
I have it
vaults.
really loud.
And he just randomly won. I mean, they're all scary, but look at this one right here. This is absolutely frightening by me. This is one I love.
Is that better?
The
I've been trying to
the
not
facehugger.
talk too much while they're
But
talking.
when we got it, I remember we were talking with you, Corey. Like I have to have this in my collection.
Does that sound a little
but
better?
It can't be on my
I shouldn't be
home
talking
screen.
too much
It's got to be
anyways.
like, because every time I open the app when this landed, when this drop came out, it was right there. And I was like, oh, it's so good, but I can't look at it every day. It's freaking me out. But this image is so amazing. So
It's really nice. It's beautiful lighting.
yeah, I know, right? And then over here, you can see the shadowing and everything. It's just so awesome. So great work on that. There was a ton of other entries in that one too. We're going to keep doing that, everybody, with pop culture, sort of like anniversaries and stuff, giving you guys a chance to flex your collectibles, connect with other communities. So stay tuned for that. And congrats on Martin on that.
A
for
little
winning
better?
that one.
Okay.
That was a random collectible giveaway that
Nice.
they won. as well. And then today, guys, this is the big day.
3 years.
Darth Vader anniversary 3 years ago today. It makes me emotional.
Look, you're cracking up, bud.
crazy.
It's gonna be all right.
No, I'm just kidding. Was that good? Did you guys say?
Yeah. So, do you have any Darth Vaders in your display? What's the coolest physical Darth Vader? You got one behind
That might
you?
be a little better if I
Anything
go
in there?
lower.
Oh,
Any
well,
cool-
actually in a case over there, I have the vintage ones, the original.
break the glass.
Vaders.
Do it for the live stream. Just break the glass. Show us.
Smash the hammer right
What
there.
we got.
You gotta get something in the background. Oh, I can get you a Darth Vader back here. A Darth Vader.
I really like Corey's
this is
background.
a-
Well, I like
I'll show
MC's
you
too,
right
but Corey's
here.
is really
This is
nice.
actually just a card, but like, I'm sorry to leave the live stream, but check it out, everybody. This is an original. Look at that. Oh,
wow.
Look at yours, Corey.
This is the,
I have
this is
that
the
Darth
Addy
Vader for my
Granoff
son.
Steampunk Darth Vader. Whenever I was doing my interview with him, he had the prototype for this. So a very initial one that he created, it was up on his mantle. And I was like, man, that one looks way big. And he's like, it's the prototype. There's only one in the whole world. I was like,
Oh my God.
What else we got?
Beautiful.
These.
Oh, you get the Lego head. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
I love these busts. My
Yeah.
birthday's coming up. I'm hoping I get
That's kind
you
of
know,
cool, actually.
a bunch of these to put together. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I got
What's
a bunch
favorite
more.
Star Wars moments there in chat? Like what, or a favorite Darth Vader moment? What is, and I'm talking any moment. We could do comics, we could do movies, we could do like Ahsoka throwback flashbacks to, you know, younger Anakins. I'm down for anything.
Anything in the chat,
What's your
you
favorite
guys?
moment? What's your favorite moment, Aaron?
The Vader
Favorite
moment?
Darth Vader moment. Because that's like a top
Oh.
5, all genre. You'd be hard pressed to go on Google right now and put in what are the top 10 or top 5 villains in cinematic history. Vader's going to be on it. Such an iconic character.
Well, for me, and there you go, Mr. Falcon. Oh my God, I didn't know. Oh no, it isn't true. No, my favorite, well, it's got to be in Empire Strikes Back when he's up on the carbon freeze chamber waiting for Luke. And, you know, and then he starts battling Luke and he's just using one hand. And then actually, you know,
Dismissive.
yeah,
Right?
if you watch the Obi-Wan series that actually happened a year or so ago,
I gotta take this off.
you know, the battling, you know, between him and Obi-Wan was great. And also when he fought Riva, who's in our app, you know, and he wasn't even using a lightsaber, he was just like using the force. And then he took her lightsaber, like, I'll just take yours.
He's like, I ain't got time for this. You're not even worth dirtying my saber. You know, that scene that you're talking about.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about that scene, from just a storytelling, probably on purpose, who knows, but whenever he says Obi-Wan has taught you well,
yeah,
it's because Luke has the high ground. Luke
That's
has
right.
the high ground on him, which
Yeah.
is a direct reference to him getting chinked right in half.
yes.
It's such slick storytelling.
And then he throws the lightsaber up at him and return. That was fantastic. You know,
this.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, probably my other favorite Darth Vader moment actually comes from the
What's up,
Ahsoka
Under
show.
the Sun? Good to see you,
when
man.
Hayden Christensen came back and played Anakin and Vader, and they had those flashback scenes in the World Between Worlds. And when he was like,
Oh my God,
Vader
it's
as
only been
Anakin,
14
and
minutes.
they fought, and they like.
I've already been
Christensen's
streamed for an hour and a
acting in
half.
That scene to me, as a Star Wars fan, was like so peak level. Because he went back and forth between light and dark, like instantaneously, just with his facial
And they
expression.
use light too.
This is
Yeah,
how I
like
feel
to
like people
reinforce
think
that.
about my
Yeah,
streams.
I absolutely love that scene. But this is right here. This is the anniversary of Vader drops on
Nothing.
VV. I have a great memory from that because like I actually landed that ultra rare on the drop, and it's been in my
Probably me
collection since
getting
day
up and
one,
going,
I've never, you know, it's
to take a
always,
leak
It's always going to be there.
It was more
And it was
interesting.
such an amazing day. And by the way, this is a giveaway opportunity for everybody too. We're talking about our favorite moments, and Corey said put them in the chat. Also, make sure you go to our tweet right here, you know, on X, and you enter down below because you could win a a prize on this one. Just by sharing your best Darth Vader moments with your VV Darth Vader, and then tag Star Wars, tag Vader, have some fun with it. This goes on for 2 days, for today and tomorrow, just to help celebrate Darth Vader. Should be fun.
Oh man, we are coming to the end of May. We've had a good Star Wars month, dude. I've been really happy with the creative that we got to put out, the things that we've released. For any of you that are watching that are Star Wars fans, don't you fret. I know we did a lot of Star Wars stuff in the month of May, but I can tell you with certainty, without my chip in my neck,
Maybe they should do
exploding and killing me for leaking
Spaceballs.
company
I would
secrets,
totally buy
but
that.
there's a lot more
It's heating up,
Yeah,
really
Death
Corey.
Star.
amazing
It's
Star
heating up.
Wars stuff on the
Not
horizon.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
So you're not
It's
gonna have
too
to wait
late.
till next May. I can tell you that much. And we have some really, really good stuff coming for that.
Oh, that's amazing to hear, man. It's so great. I know your team's working super hard in there.
Mhm.
And Mr. Falcon did remind me of course,
I
you can
spelled
never
that
forget
wrong?
of the Rogue One hallway scene. I mean, yeah, obviously that's probably
That was like peak for that movie. Like
Yeah,
that
number one.
I'm with Falcon on that. That's
Yeah.
definitely up there.
That's number one for sure. So make sure you check this out, guys, on our post. Already, enter. This just literally went live as soon as we came live here. So just make sure you enter there, have some fun, win yourself a prize potentially, and just share your Vader enthusiasm for our awesome collectible that we have right there. Now, this is another one that happened, and this is Clarissa right here. We just wanted to shout her out because of her amazing cosplay and absolutely incredible daily post that she does with all the collectibles. She's an absolute awesome champ. And this was actually a random win today, which was cool from 2 days ago because we had the lightsaber drop anniversary post that we did as well. And of course,
You think if I did that, I could win?
in there, just like the Vader one on our X page. And everybody was entering, lightsaber type stuff. And the random draw landed on her. And of course, she's deserving as much as anybody. But go there, have some fun, and thank you so much, Gustav, for all of your amazing stuff that you do all the time. But this is a really cool shot, Corey. I mean,
It
with
is.
the,
It's
yeah,
really, really good.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the cost. Where does she get these outfits?
What Halloween must be like
They're probably
with
AI.
someone like that. For me, it's like,
Choices.
okay, I've got like 2 or 3 options that I could probably pull off with
Yeah.
a little prep time. Think of it like in Batman terms, like how much prep time do I have? If it's me, like I usually remember that I need
We
to
got
do the thing
DBZ,
about 3
that would
days
be
before
pretty
the
big.
thing.
Yeah.
For her, how do you pick? It's just like you just spin a wheel like with
I don't know.
different amazing costumes that you can pull off. It's so impressive.
I'm waiting
That would
for
be actually the toughest part of that. Would just be
Fromy
picking,
to
because
do
she's got
Electra.
so much amazing stuff. Make sure you're following her on X and of course in the app as well. And just show some love, have some appreciation, and go to that post. Actually, there's a lot of other really cool entries for lightsaber stuff in there, celebrating Star Wars month. So that was a nice post that
Josh
we had
is
this
so
past week
nice.
as well. A little shout out there for everybody. And then of course, Corey, this is amazing. Let's actually play this for real.
Oh, I can't do this. That's gonna get me effed. Are you kidding me? How dare they? Sorry, everyone. I have to turn the sound down. I'm probably already too late. All right, that's okay.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, they just got
a fire soundtrack. Really good job by Falcon Ben getting those through. Huge shout out to him. It's been a process. He's been working with us
That's not how you
tightly.
spell it. God, I can't spell.
And it was getting this type of content approved. And now we have a good pathway for getting these sort of things approved. We're getting a lot of basically examples that we can use to show other licensors, like, here's what we want to do. Yeah. AR is a big value proposition of our collectibles. You can use them in the VVverse. There's augmented reality. Now we have StackR. We've got our own marketplace. Like, we want to show as many possible use cases when we can. But there hadn't been like a really streamlined way for us to submit these things for approval. So everything that gets released has to be done with approval. It's one of the nice things about having our affiliates program out now is for the most part, our affiliates
you need a
do
huge
whatever
IP
they want
marketing.
to promote
Actual
things,
influencers
but whatever
promoting
coming
VV.
from us
We got
officially
none
here,
now.
VV, we do have to.
Is that
we have to take our crayons and
Is
we have
that
to
against
color
me?
somewhat inside the lines, and so really good to see.
Yeah, we posted this one out. It's such great work, and we hope you all are appreciating.
I don't know.
it.
Should
You
I
can
be
go onto
offended
our
by this?
TikTok, You can go onto our Instagram Reels.
Am
you
I
can go
not
to
an
YouTube
actual
Shorts.
influencer?
You're going to see a lot of VV
Don't worry. Next
AR
month.
content that you can share, and we really recommend that you guys do the same. Get out there, have some fun with your collectibles. If you're a content creator, get on that AR train. have some fun, tag the big brands. You know, it's a way to get noticed, especially the day and age of these shorts and everything with the vertical stuff. You know, with our affiliate program, it's a good tip right there. If you guys want, I know a lot of you guys already know about it. A lot of our creators already do that. They do an amazing job of it, but this was fun that we shared. And thanks, Corey, to your team and Mr. Falcon for doing this great work. We just posted, this is a post that we did and we put it all out everywhere, getting really actually great views across.
What's up, Sleeping Comics? Good to see you,
this
man.
is another one we just did right here. I want to show it right here.
Not against. I'm kidding. It's
we got another one.
Completely. What about Sleeping Comics? These are big. Oh, come on. You're going to demonetize me again. Sorry, everyone. I got to be careful. I have no clue. This is what sucks about YouTube. Any little thing, I can go back and take it out, but all right. Let's go back. My God, I hate this. I wish I had something that automatically would just
so
mute.
Good. So good.
Yes, I agree. Like 1 million
posted
plus.
Out Gambit last night on all of our socials. And,
Sleeping, you coming on this weekend?
And you know, getting the word out there, showing everybody what we got over here, and another amazing video, Corey.
Yeah, I love it. And this, one of the card. Not the, I mean, that one's super. That one, the one where he has the cards fanned out in front of him.
I'm waiting for the dice. Where's the dice Dan was talking about?
Our product versus what a standard physical product would be. You know, I obviously, like, we all love our physicals. We all collect everything,
of course.
But whenever it comes to displaying Gambit's sort of energy in the physical world, usually it involves some sort of connection.
Here
we go. Whenever the physical world wants to show like energy, they usually have to. This is a Disney cell shaded retro.
Oh, you are
piece, by the way. I love these big, fat
yes,
bases.
Just like the Kingpin.
That's
like
good. I got to work on the.
They got to do that, and the unique thing that we can do with digital is
all right.
We can
I'm going to put you in the
what
thumbnail.
That power would actually look like.
Right.
That's one of the reasons
I got to
really
work on that
this.
today.
Like the one where the cards are orbiting in like a pinwheel around him.
Yeah.
How could you do that as a physical collectible?
We just can't. This one.
Yeah, you have to like use magnets or have you ever seen the collectible podiums that have a magnet and so it like just floats?
No, mine does it every week.
Ones of those a lot.
They like
do it with Pokemon cards.
And, a good-looking guy
and stuff like that. Or the case itself has one of those magnets.
Who I'm not. They want somebody
good
looking to look at. Whoops, I got to move that out of the way.
But
they'll be very happy.
I really love
you
Gambit. I really love
and Emoji.
The special effects on
and maybe Vivi Magic. She might. She's going to be busy, but she might hop in for 2 seconds.
It's absolutely amazing. And you know, part of the Evolvable series, they will be back as well, guys. We have lots of great stuff coming up too. And when we get to that year point on them as well, it's going to be really interesting to see how those end up, right? You know, like how many are remaining,
because I think
how many are collections.
They're having an evolvable
you know, most people
informant
in the community absolutely
and evolves into a good streamer. It's going to be amazing.
We're going to see where he's going to go. You know, like I can't wait to see what happens with the character. I'd love to see more of this character in all sorts of ways. You know, like cartoons, movies, comics, everything. You know, and just to have a ton of fun. But we have the first appearance comics on the app as well that you can read if you haven't read those comics. You know, the X-Men comics that we got, first appearance. You know, get in there, read the story.
By the way, is anyone going to be
actually an AR
donating
with breakfast like we just saw earlier?
Kickstarter comic thing?
But and just so you're joining us, guys, just so you know, we want to thank once again because there's a lot more people here now. Josh and OMW in the chat doing a moderation. Thank you so much, guys. If you commenting and you're participating, you have that chance to win those digital collectibles. Every week we've been doing that. It's been a ton of fun. But big shout out to our two mods right there who are helping out. And Josh, our community manager on Discord. Make sure, like I said at the beginning of the live stream, that you get into Discord. There's so much stuff going on in there in terms of games and videos and chats and like giveaways and contests and like just great feedback. And that's where you got to go. You got to get in there and even if it's just
247 comic, is it too late to
all our announcements are there?
Donate.
He's doing a great job with all of our volunteers and moderators, and they're doing an amazing job. So a little shout out to those guys right there for sure. But let's move on. We have a level 100.
Let's go.
That happened this week as well, and this is amazing. So this is Denny.
Okay, we can still join.
And I'll just read this out really quick. The ultimate VV accomplishment comes with the ultimate thank you from the entire VV team. Your ongoing passion, dedication, and joy of collecting.
Is anyone going to do this
every day? The whole VV team and
Heroes be damned
celebrates this incredible achievement with you. from all of us at VV, congratulations.
Man, they already hit
and
their
Danny
goal.
right here, if you want to get on that post, give him a like, give him a shout out, say hi, give him a congratulations. It's crazy. I reached level 50 this past week, where I'm like halfway there. I got some work to do.
Nice. Where am I at? I don't know what I'm at. I'm gonna take a look. I'll let you talk, and I'll
Oh, no worries. Yeah, no, just it's so amazing. And if you did see, we'll talk about what happened at the UK event, because there was a level 100 dinner, which actually opened up to a lot more people as well. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Are you
and there was
serious?
a level 100 reward, because
Just
level
today,
100
Fun
all
Under the
get that
Sun?
redemption reward. There was one handed out there. And so, Danny, if you're
Oh, I
here in
can't
the
put your
chat,
name in.
stay tuned. Eventually you'll get yours,
Yeah.
and it'll be amazing, and it's such a great thing. But really a great way.
Oh, on
for
Candy
to
Crush.
celebrate,
Oh, I
all
got
of our
all
level 100s.
excited.
Where are you at, Corey?
I'm at 56 right now.
Let's build you up to a solo layout. Where are you?
I'm at
56.
56.
I
You're
just hit
above me?
49.
I got work to do. This is not good.
I have work to do too.
You can't be
Star Wars
beating me.
This was a good month for me, because there were so many things for me to snag. We get so busy.
If you're
with
Majin,
work.
you just sit there and
Yeah.
your
I
MCP
sometimes
points go up
forget the
every
reason we're
day.
doing the work is for awesome digital collectibles that I need to go buy. But Star Wars makes it real easy, and having the auto payment feature, I think, makes it a little bit easier too. I really actually,
Oh yeah.
it didn't
I really
really
want to hit
impact me.
50 since
I'm
that was
kind
a
of-
C blocker
We're lucky to be in
one
North
time.
America, so that when things drop at we're in the right time zone, right? It's not a massive inconvenience.
Right.
And so whenever the auto pay feature rolled out, I was like, that's good for everyone else, but it won't impact me. But now that we're so busy all the time, I'm like, okay,
81.
set up that
Wow,
auto pay
congrats
feature
on
so I don't
that.
forget about this thing.
Oh yeah, the auto pay feature is awesome, especially on the
it's real nice.
weekends, when you really don't want to miss out. And even just for the ease of it all, it's been really good. I think our community, we guys have been really giving us good response to that. I think a lot of people have been using it. It's been working really well. And there's a few things you still have to fix in there. There's a few little glitches in the background, but basically the feature itself works. It just goes through automatically. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And, let us know where you are in the chat, everybody, what level you're at right now, how far
they're
you're
doing
going.
it already. Here,
they're doing it now? Okay, cool.
Oh,
This InformMint. Oh, nice. Duck and
10,
cover. There you go.
One. Uh-oh. Over 9,000. That's impossible.
Wow.
You're crazy.
InformMint, level 49. There you go. Not bad.
Over
9,000.
It's bad.
It's crazy, right?
It's bad. Raven at level 99.
What's up with that?
Can we give a shout out to KC BMW's awesome calendars too that we get every week, every drop, every minute that we announce?
I know.
The calendar gets updated. You got to be following them for the latest calendar.
I'm still pitching heavily internally that
Raven's
we should be taking her
Corey.
calendars, digitizing them, and releasing them as fun little just whatever digital collectibles that are like just pure MCP, like just rewards point based purchases.
Right.
I'd love to have more just random things.
All right, what did I miss?
in
Order
this world.
66. I
to
mean,
have
level
in my
66.
BB-verse, in
Nice.
my
Let's go.
collection.
That's
Not
good.
everything has to be a super awesome rooftop diorama. Like we could just release like a half-eaten ham sandwich and
Did everyone
charge people
do the
MCP points for
Ultraman?
it, you know what I mean?
Did you get the Ultraman? I haven't got him on
sandwich.
yet.
The bread's got to be shaped as the heart logo. Look at Raven at level 99. You're next, coming up. Congrats. That is absolutely amazing. Soon, not so far away. Then
Adrian's 57. Nice. Not bad.
Nice. Osmond up to 54. Pretty good, right? Order 66. There you go. You're done. Just stop right there, Womanists. Don't collect anymore.
Digital vibes, you're almost with me.
That's pretty cool when you get a really cool level number. That's fun. It's like you want to progress, but at the same time, right? So we got lots more coming up with that, but big shout out to Denny right there. Thanks so much, you guys. We're going to move on now. We do have some sad news, of course, in the comic book world. In case you don't know, Peter David, legendary comic book artist and everything, really, we'll talk a little bit about the impact he's made. Passed away last week, very sadly, and really known for Incredible Hulk and everything too. But we did a little post about that.
If you known for this.
Yes.
The Spider-Man 2099.
That's
Omnibus, right? Like all of them. But yeah, I think that's one of his big ones for me personally.
Yeah, look, I got the original one right here. There's two versions. I got the newsstand. See that?
Which one?
There's another one.
Yeah,
right
you
there
did. I
that's,
saw
and we have it in the app too. So
here and there.
big shout out to him for this.
We're only
This is,
30
pretty
minutes
amazing.
in. When do I
Isn't
shoot myself
he
in a
the
video game?
inventor, basically one of the inventors of Spider-Man 2099, one of the co-creators.
I believe.
Yeah, but he passed away. And if you actually go to Screen Rant, just there's lots of articles that are out. But here's a little take on Peter David's legacy. We wanted to celebrate him as contribution right here. This is just a small little.
You got to keep talking,
guys. There's a lot this man has done, and very well known and respected, and very sad loss because he had a lot more to obviously contribute. David is a giant in the world of comics with work that was beloved by fans of Marvel, DC, Star Trek, and many other properties. Vast career, guys, with a ton of different stuff. His 12-year run of The Incredible Hulk not only revitalized the character, but is largely responsible for the character's enduring popularity, which remains strong decades later. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe of movies, the successful use of Bruce Banner and the Hulk in stories from the Avengers to Thor and Ragnarok would not have happened without everything David did for the characters in the comics. He's, I believe, largely responsible for, the Hulk, the Smart Hulk version, which was like really, really famous. And you can get into his whole life and career. This is just one article on Screen Rant, but you can just Google it up, and talks a lot about his legacy. Whenever you lose amazing storytellers like this and creators, it's always sad. If you guys want to do a kind word on the post, that would be really, really nice for the family. And, just celebrate the work. I mean, the legacy, leaving behind a legacy like that is absolutely incredible. So, but yeah, we wanted to shout that out, you guys, as that is a big thing that happened in the comic book world, a very sad thing. Right here, we got our next thing coming up that's on a little bit.
This is what I was talking
news,
about.
Of course, 24/7 Comics.
It's already raised all the money, but I'm thinking about it.
On their X page, you can follow it. They have a backer, a whole thing going on with to raise.
I want the
funds for
$100
Heroes Be
level
Damned and everything. If you want to back that, there's a special thing that they're putting together with Vivi right here. We can get exclusive gold edition. So head over for all information. We're not going to tell you all about it here. I want you guys to head over to 24/7 Comics' X profile. Go to their YouTube channel. They got a preview video, which is super cool. They got like a whole article about it. They have a whole GoFundMe page, I believe, about it. It's really, go check it out. It only takes a couple minutes, and it's a ton of fun. And good luck on getting that gold edition.
Yeah, for sure.
That's pretty awesome.
And I always have to do like the 24/7 pitch because I think what they do is just really amazing. The way that
I don't know what to do. There's a 36. There's a pledge which you get nothing.
Their entire company ensures that everyone that's 36, a writer, everyone that's an artist has like a mutual stake.
Get you the comics.
A lot of it is
56 gets you
which is really
like
awesome.
an extra sketch
thing. But what I like most about 24/7 is they're.
Oh no, I wanted the Bill.
Target.
I can never say his name. Bill S.
Whenever they're
metal cover. That's $196.
Could this be a game? Could it be a board game? Could it be a card game? Could it be a movie? Could it be a mini series? And I think whenever you approach your stories like that, and the off chance that one of them does become the next big story, you've already done the work. And they have so many amazing industry tie-ins with Daniel Wu. Just an amazing actor involved with Evermind. But this is a really cool story. I had checked out the preview for it, and I was like, oh, okay. This is like a much darker, grittier. Basically, the heroes are being targeted and just killed off. There's like a serial super killer, running rampant.
Right.
Has good potential. I'm excited to see the first book.
Yeah. Well, these are the kind of stories too that you sometimes maybe potentially see turn.
It could be worth doing.
Movies, productions, IPs.
I'll pull this up when they're done.
The Boys, The Walking Dead, all these kind of things that have come from this sort of thing.
And I mean, at least the $36 one.
What they're probably planning with that, we don't know. Of course, we're just going to follow along as fans. But you never know, right? And I think if the stories are great, which they are, they're amazing.
Fisher got the 77 logo.
You never know where it can go. And this particular one, this is so cool that they engage the community like this. And it's really great that this with Vivi, with their partnership, they're able to do some fun stuff. So make sure you head over, Corey. Very well said. And if you guys have already had a look at it, that's great. Share it around. Have some fun for sure. Now, we did do another post right here. We're actually updating all of our tutorial videos, you guys. So stay
Oh,
tuned.
yeah,
We're
the
gonna be
Three
posting
Stooges. I
them
thought
as
about
they
it too.
update. We've done some stuff.
I'll be
with
right back.
Loki.
I
We've
got to
done
go
some
do something
stuff
real quick.
on these, Corey.
Yeah, big thank you to Falcon, Mr. Falcon, for helping us out with that. Whenever we did the initial tutorial series, it used the old interface of the VVverse before it went through basically the facelift as it rolled out of beta into public.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to make sure that the tutorials, like the interfaces, the UIs, the displays, look the same as what a current person using the VVerse. And so that has required a bit of rework. So thank you so much, Ben, Mr. Falcon, for bearing with us. He has a good relationship with my assistant editor, and these two kind of have beasted these out with very little work from me. So thank you so much. Like, you guys rock.
No, that's the best part. But yeah,
Yes.
look at it shows you how to use lighting. I know we have a lot of great creators doing the same thing. Make sure you're following our content creators for tips and tricks as well, and on Discord. But we have this series going out, and like you said, it's updated. We'll be releasing each one as they update on the fly with new stuff in there, like you said, Corey. And you can check it out right on our YouTube channel. You can see it gets right into detail. It's narrated, very easy to follow. Big shout out. You know what's really cool about this post though, Corey, right here on the VVverse lighting? So this is the post. Check this out down here. Okay, if we go into it, show us your best VVverse lighting creations in the comment below. So if you can find this post on our X page, it's just from a day or so ago. Check out some of the lighting that our community is sharing. Look, Aza right here with some great stuff with the battle statue. Of course, look at the lighting on that. Looks cool. Master Roni.
VVverse, so good.
Yeah, Master Roni's like, hold my beer. I'm a master at this stuff. And he gets into it and shows all sorts of look at that right there is so cool.
Did I win?
So you can get in there and you can share down there and see what people have. Fill that in if you want right there on that post. But more to come on that one. More videos. We have one that'll be coming out, I believe, tomorrow. Another update. We'll post about it and then you can watch it again. And it's just live on our YouTube channel to help out. It's cool. It's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. And also, Corey, we had a video. Look, it's like what's going on here? Look,
my lighting is crazy.
So in my studio space, I'm sitting at my desk right now, and to my left, there's like a cubby wall, like this backdrop behind me. I had it framed to kind of create like a little alcove. Yeah. That way I could put these pads, like the sound absorbent things, to reduce my reverb. And then on the other side of this is a whole rack of different VV shirts with like nice embroidered hearts and my different VV hats. Yeah.
I literally have a wall of nothing. It's a black wall.
Because I am wearing exactly
and then wood paneling to my left and right.
It's just a copy paste Corey, copy paste Corey, copy paste Corey.
It's like right here. Martin's like, call the TVA immediately. There's another alternate reality going on. Another timeline. Yeah. Well, but anyway, Corey and I came out with, for VV, of course, the company, we all came out with an update video of our current progress, the 2025 season 9 in particular, because now we are into season 10. And we cover all the, some of the main things that VV released, that the company released over the course of the last few months, including the affiliates program, the VVverse comic book sets, comic burning.
Oh, they're gonna have music in this.
It goes on and on. You can watch the whole video on our YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. It's got good views already from everybody. But Corey, is there anything you want to say about that? About how season 9 turns into season 10? And I think that's very significant in regards to like where we are in the history of the company.
I mean, it really is. 10 seasons is one of those sort of nominal numbers that you should really care about. What I've been wanting to do, and I know that there's a lot of discussion about doing it, is we'd like to start highlighting our seasons in a bigger way. Yeah. We kind of needed some things in place to allow that to happen. So we've got MCP points, we're rolling out these challenge features. Yeah. And so now it's time to start looking at all of the pre-established things we've done and figure out, how do we put that all together and create more cohesive seasonal events? Right. Because that's an expectation in a digital world. We're a digital company. We're releasing digital premium collectibles. It only makes sense that we're following some of the best practices of other companies that are 100% digital. And most other things, whether that's, a phone app game, or like an actual
are we gonna get that
video game, there are seasons, and that really enables you as a company to sort of target and make campaigns out of things, make things more event oriented. Like we did that with May, right? May was like really our first big cohesive campaign where we targeted May the 4th. We made sure we had a bunch of Star Wars. We were able to do a bigger thing. We should be able to do the same thing across seasons. So that is like a big discussion that's happening right
Wake
now.
me up
We're
when
trying to
this
figure
is
out
over.
the best way of doing it.
Yeah.
And that's
If I
kind of
had
the
1
focus of the
hour
company
left,
at this point. Is it's looking
it
at
would
all the
be
things that we
listening
have
to this.
pre-established, making them work better.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
So
This is how I
maybe
feel
not
like I
rolling out
am.
a brand new feature every week, but taking all the things that exist, whether that's app speeds, functionalities. You know, we get a huge amount of wish lists from level 100s and other people like that. A lot of people that are doing a lot of secondary market transfers and transactions are like, hey, we used to have this and we don't have it now, so I'm just not doing that as much anymore.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's like, well, okay, like that's a thing that we could just optimize. Let's not make a new thing. Let's take the thing that people actually liked and let's fix it again. Like, let's make it great. So,
100%.
yeah, I'm stoked. Like, I'm not super confident that season 10 will be the season, but I know in the very near future, I'm looking forward to us getting to do one of these streams where we're talking about, you know, so the end of season 11 is coming. These are the things you need to be looking out for. Here's how to apply your rewards, and making a big deal out of it. Because we should celebrate every season on Vivi. There's so many, just like this video shows, like there's just so many awesome things that happen. And it's okay for us to brag a little bit about some of our wins. Take accountability for our L's for sure. You know, not just ignore that they didn't happen, but we log a lot of W's, and we should take some time to shout them from the rooftops. And seasonal recaps, that's the place where we should be doing it.
For sure. And make sure you guys go watch this, check it out. Comment in there. Let us know what you think, what you'd like to see, like Corey said here, in the future for season stuff. We've seen some comments in the chat right here, which is really cool as well. Thanks, guys, for that. You know, celebrating seasons like Fortnite, make exciting or making teasers or drops. Thanks, Digital Vibes right there. Nicely done on that comment.
I just realized that was because the PFP change. Hey, bud.
Yeah, exactly.
Goodness.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you can check that video out. It's live right now on our channel for sure. Right here, we have Marvel's Comics. Let's get into the VV comic releases for the week. We have a new publisher we're going to talk about in just a sec as well. But here we go. We had Giant
Is that the big
X-Men
announcement?
#1. A nice comic release for there. Check that one out. It's actually a 50th anniversary, I believe. Then we have Marvel and Disney. We have the Donald Duck. What if he became Iron Man? That's a ton of fun on Marvel.
It's such a good homage cover to that original first appearance.
I know, right? Then we got Venom Original Sin #1, another new series right here, which is great. If you love Venom, the covers are absolutely awesome on that one. And then Ultimate Spider-Man 17 is out. This is one of the most popular series that's come in recent years from Marvel. So make sure you check all those out right there. And then, of course, let's just jump really quickly into the Dynamite releases. Johnny Quest, we got Space Ghost and Johnny Quest getting together right here in #2 issue for sure. And then the Herculoids right here, #4, another great issue right there. And then Thundercats Lost, #3, continuing that storyline. And Gargoyles Demona #1, that's a new issue right there from Dynamite. Those are also available now. I want to get to the new publisher, Corey, because it's super cool. But in terms of the Marvel stuff, right, that we just saw, I think the Ultimate Spider-Man series, I just have to back up a second right here. That series is so good. The comic series on that. I don't know if everyone's read every issue like I have, but it is so good. I absolutely love it. So I don't know if there's any favorites for you that you're following, but
I am digging on the this is gonna sound goofy, but like it's not goofy, like Space Quest. And like I just there's something about that. Whenever I read those, I read them in like a transatlantic, like if there's any narration, you know, like whenever they're doing the story and there's like an omniscient narrator, so there's like a bubble that's like, and in the shadows, meanwhile, like for me, for whatever reason, whenever I'm reading those comics, like my internal narration is like very transatlantic. It's like, and a world gone mad, pandemonium struck, you know, one of those voices.
You actually assign the voice to it.
And that doesn't happen for me for a lot of stories. So I actually am getting a kick out of some of those.
That's absolutely awesome for sure. Yeah, those comics are now available on VV Comics each week. Go to the new tab. We'll show you where that is in just a second. We also have right here a Blaze Comics. These are coming out. Children of the Black Sun #1.
Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, and Europsych #1 right here. Those are two really cool issues right there that are coming out on a Blaze. So look for those. And here is the new comic publisher that we have, American Mythology. We'll get into the blog in just a second. We're going to break this down really quickly, but featured comics right here that we got. Captain Action and the Al Capone Vampire #1, Three Stooges Centennial #1. Just absolutely really crazy. There's the Gun Hand #1. Of course, there's the Return of the Living Dead, which I got to tell a story about that one right there. But these are the featured ones. We have Captain Action and all that. They're really crazy, fun stories.
I obligatorily just have to get that Al Capone vampire comic because I need to know what on earth is going on in there. It is amazing to have, again, like I think I said it in our last live stream, that publisher placard list is just going to keep populating with more and more publishers.
Sorry everyone, I'm
right
kind of
here,
looking
check
off
it
to the
out.
side
There it
here.
is. See, there they are. I wanted to show that.
And that's just going to keep populating with more and more. And
Yeah.
while some of these you all might be like, oh, that's a pretty small publisher, even small publishers have major titles and titles that are important to people. Like now we have the Three Stooges, as an IP on our platform. It's fun. It's awesome. It just adds variety and spice, and we need that. But I mean, Three Stooges aside, what is Al Capone Vampire? Does anyone in chat know what Al Capone Vampire is? Like,
we gotta know.
I ought to just break into the share drive right now and just find the source and just read that. So I'll wait to buy it with all of you. I'll be.
I'm so tired.
Well, it started
now.
Now at
2 hours
already. Right here. Let me just read this quick blog right here. So this is a blog.
The most exciting thing would be if I'd end the stream right now
about it with the link.
But then we're gonna have everyone show up afterwards.
Really quick. American Mythology joins VV Comics. So welcome all fans of American Mythology. We love to have you here. We're thrilled to welcome a bold new voice in indie comics to the platform. American Mythology, and there's a link right to their website if you want to check that out, is officially launching on VV Comics. It started on May 27th, so it's already out. Founded in 2014, American Mythology has made its mark with a blend of nostalgic revivals and original genre storytelling from cult horror, classic adventure, and sci-fi. So really cool stories. Their titles are a celebration of comics from in their.
This is the big announcement right here.
Forms. And I think that goes back to what you said about the vampire Al Capone and most imagination right there. Their arrival on VV expands our ever-growing stable of publishers, just like you said, Corey, and brings fans even more variety to collect and enjoy. And if you scroll down right here, there's a couple of what to expect from them right here. There's a catalog, is a genre playground. We're excited to bring unique storytelling to the community. Look out for debut drops of fan favorites like Return of the Living Dead. I mean, so I have a story about that one really quick. 1986, Halloween night. Super Channel, if you remember Super Channel, it's still around, but when it first came out, they had a preview of it.
How much was it?
For about a month.
I do it on my tablet.
Could get Super Channel for free. This is in, the cable days, right? Back in the 80s. And Halloween night, it came on, or it was around that time. And I watched Return of the Living Dead, the movie, right? On Halloween night. And, I was like, I think I was 10. And it freaked me out, but in a really good way. Ever since then, I've been obsessed with zombie movies. I love all the zombie movies, the whole genre. But it was Return of the Living Dead that, that was the first zombie movie I ever saw, with eating the brains and all that stuff, right? So very iconic, of course, different from the Walking Dead zombies and all the different zombies they've ever done.
So what exactly is
that?
Psyched
about,
850? Wow.
Comic. And then the Gun Hand right here, picking up roughly 100 years after Mary Shelley's legendary novel of Science Gone Awry.
Does Randy know?
Shelley, that's the whole Frankenstein thing.
Yeah. I'm actually like, I'm kind of hip to this now too. Like I want to see an Immortal Frankenstein spinoff with a dude with a gun hand.
Right?
They've reached their target audience. I'm them. Like
it's you.
I got to get the gun hands, and I got to get the Captain Action versus Al Capone Vampire. Like I need that too.
A pulp style adventure that pits a classic hero against an undead gangster. That's super fun.
Space Ghost. I've got some original Space Ghost
comics. First ever Three Stooges on VV, so I just have to do it for that reason. Yeah, the very first Three Stooge digital IP on our platform. Like I just got to. Whether that was going to be a comic or a collectible, it's got to go in my pocket, and
It's
I'll
gotta
read it too. That should be a challenge feature.
Yeah.
Read in a transatlantic accent and record yourself reading the comic and then post it to the social feed. 5 challenge points. Actually,
Oh,
5
I love
million
that.
challenge points. I
I
gotta
love
level
the
that up.
notion. Yeah, that's cool. So you can see right here, we can see all these ones right here that are out so far, recently added. You can go to the VV Comics site right here, click on them, and it'll take you directly to the recently added. If you guys don't know that, you can click on any of the publishers right here, like Humanoids, Dynamite, Ablaze. You can see their most recent stuff. Click on American Mythology right there. You'll see it at the top. You'll see some of the titles so
Can't be
far,
the
and they're
announcement
just
weak
getting
sauce.
started.
Yeah, it's
And the
pretty
cool
weak
thing is, check
sauce.
this out. If you want to grab one of each, you can bundle it, get 4 right there to your cart by one button click. That'll
Thank
take
goodness.
all 4 of those right there. And then you'll, of course, they're all blind box. So make sure you choose the limited edition version if you want.
I want to
the blind
know
box, or you can just get the
when I'm
regular
going to be
version
in
as
my
well
comic.
and have
That's
fun.
what
Just
I'm
read
waiting
them in your
for.
collection. But if you want to do the blind box with the different cover variants, hit that. But right there, all 4 in your cart, which is a really cool feature. So we got to move on though, Corey, that we can talk
You
about.
gotta buy it live, and we gotta see what you got. I'm just kidding. We can move on.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, then I'll show my credit card info. That'd be great. And everybody else will buy it too. My treat, everybody. You gotta love it for sure, right? Let's move on really quick, guys. Now the VV challenge just ended. We got our champions. So stay tuned for more news about that, about the prizes and rewards. And thank you so much.
So you never stood a chance, everyone.
Participated this month. One thing I wanted to bring up right here, there's our champion post that went out. So big celebrate right there. But I wanted to show this more particularly right here. You know, if you go down to the feedback tab right here, this is what you and I always say, Corey. Let us know what you thought about the challenges. What kind of challenges you'd like to see. Just go down the bottom corner right here in the web app, and you can just say contact support or improve.
I'd like to see some content creator challenges.
Request a feature. Say, hey, challenge feature. Here are my ideas. Here's what I liked. Here's what I didn't.
Selfies with Electra. We need transatlantic accent narration reading as a challenge feature. Transport 500 stormtroopers and an Ecto 1. That needs to be like a challenge.
Man, I'm glad I didn't do this because I certainly would have gotten loved.
Corey's got all sorts of ideas. He just got out of a meeting. So Kid Arcade's in the house as well, and the True Media Group are here, guys. Just want to say
Denny
OC.
Completely agree.
Great content. You know, they're covering a lot of this stuff too, guys. Make sure you head over there and watch all the vids. It's great. Ronnie was just featured recently too, as well. Yo, Ronnie, great to see you. And thanks so much. So anyway, let us know, you know, as a company, let us know what you thought, what you liked about it. And what we've been saying the whole time is the next challenges will be different. Most likely, we have different ways.
Section 3 isn't on the app, is it?
About some of the things you could do, but at the same time, you never know what you could see. And I believe you can probably
maybe it is
more than one. We'll see how that goes. We're just getting started with the challenges, and don't stop posting in the feed. Don't stop following people. Go in there. It's been amazing. And at the beginning of the live stream today, you saw our VV feed contest, as always, that you can enter just by posting stuff in the feed.
I'm at 4.
Randomly, 12 of you get picked. And there's been so much activity. You know, we might think about expanding that or doing something a little bit different with that, because if you guys keep up the feed, you know, in the app, it's been absolutely awesome. The biggest bros here.
You just heard Electra. Yeah, you sure did.
Heard Electra. Oh no.
The hell?
No, that's the best.
That's my challenge recommendation for Okomi. If you're just popping in, I think people should need to have to take selfies with collectibles. And the first one would have to be, you know, Electra selfies, 10 a day, every day.
Yeah.
A multiple cumulative.
You have to have it. You have to have it for sure. Get to the Comics is here. How you doing every Friday? Check that out, everybody. So that's that right there. Let's move on quick because we're running out of a bit of time right here. Now, what I wanted to show right here, this is absolutely amazing, is Sam Wilson.
Oh, I'm tired.
Oh my gosh, Corey. This is coming up this weekend.
Yeah, I feel like that might be worth it. I have the first one too.
For sure. It's
waiting for 5.
Super clean sculpt. You know, we really should try to get Devin. You're gonna see.
Yeah, but it's not gonna. If only the top people can. The idea is to get everyone to interact.
More almost documentary.
And okay, they did the first one, and they used
and it's gonna have some of the insights
MCP points for this.
That we work
Next
with,
time, they should really do it by how much interaction you have, in my opinion. So not by
a huge
MCP.
amount of detail and thought went into how each one of these were sculpted. And
it's gonna suck
amazing to me,
other than top 10, everyone just gets a few hundred MT for a month. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
against what the
If it's not for
limitations are in terms of
everyone,
how
if
much
it's just
space
for
they
the
can
top users,
consume
great.
so they can load on a phone.
But then
be
Right.
placed in
if you're not a top
universal
10 user,
environment.
why would you do it?
Yeah,
Crazy.
these are absolutely gorgeous. And then a shout out to my assistant editor who came up with a way.
What's up, Drew? Good to see you.
within
By
our
the way, if you haven't hit
UV
that like button, hit that
image
like
and
button.
Cinemachine environment to create like that reflective surface on the bottom.
Nice.
And,
Yeah, or at
Well,
least
yeah, down
like
there, yeah.
Yeah,
the-
and we got it clear.
if Rolex
We
is
wanna-
constantly going to do it
Sideshow
and he
does
always
a
wants
lot
to be
of
at the
things
top,
like
okay,
this.
let
Of
him
course, they
do
have
it.
this
But
product
then
that they can kind of put on a
have
pedestal and rotate,
randos
using like a dolly
for the
rotator.
other ones.
We have to simulate all of
Or
it.
how
But
about
yeah, it was
this?
cool
You
to
can't
see
win
him
2
rolling
months in
out
a row.
basically like a new concept and it getting approved. So that's
Oh, I
something
want to
that we
check
can add
something
to
here.
our
Hold on.
toolbox, moving forward.
What?
Absolutely
Dude,
incredible.
this is
and,
awesome.
I hope you
I've
guys
been
are
wanting
psyched
this for a
about
while.
it.
Hold
Of
on.
course, if you look at the article that we have,
Look at this.
on our blog right there, it goes right through.
If
all
this
the
works, this will
details.
be
This one is a little
freaking
bit different.
sweet.
For sure, it drops on Saturday the 31st at 8 a.m. So this weekend coming
All right,
up.
hold
My
on. Let's see if this
birthday.
works.
Is it your birthday this weekend? No way.
40, the big
Wait.
4-0.
Oh, give Corey a big pre-birthday.
Is he gonna work?
Welcome in the chat.
Test.
There, guys.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's awesome, Corey. Awesome. This can be fun.
It's all downhill from here, I think. Just kidding.
Oh, look at
You're
that,
just a
everyone.
youngster
I can have
compared to
chat on the screen now.
But here he is right here, Sam Wilson, Heart of a Hero.
Oh, hell yeah.
20
Thank you,
20
StreamYard, for
gems
doing
right
what you
there,
should have done
1969
fucking 2 years ago.
on the edition size, which I believe is the same year of his FA, which we have the comic on the app as well, which you want to check it out. We have both. We have the Falcons comic on the app, and we also have Captain America, Sam Wilson, Captain America's FA on the app. We have a lot of comics you can match up, read the storylines right there. And then there's the special edition Chaser right there, which is really great as well. The Heart of a Hero special edition is only 31 of those. So good luck on that one for sure. Hey, Corey, can you talk a little bit about just the breakdown of how this drop is put together, just regards to the edition sizes and the price? I mean, that 20 gem price is so amazing for detail of this quality. And I don't know, any insight you can give on that while I go through it here. But 2
insights. First appearance comic, if anyone watching was interested in grabbing that, I believe that's
here. I want to see how high the chat goes, so people
117.
just like start.
That was
There you go.
Sam Wilson. I
keep
think we also
adding. I want to see how high it goes. What's
Sam
up,
Wilson
Dive Jedi? Too
as
complicated.
Cap as well.
We
I
do.
could be wrong on that one, but
we do.
We need more. There we go. That's kind of my point in a way. If it's for the top guys, appreciation fine, but yeah, totally agree. Need something for all groups. One of the influencers,
and
one of the collectors,
potential of a chaser being rolled in.
He didn't get it.
Trying to look at all the
behaviors
in terms of what people are doing, how many people are.
I don't even know.
What are they?
What
doing
did I not get? I have no fuck clue. I guess that's where it stops at Dive Jedi.
The process.
Oh, I love this. This is awesome. You guys like having the chat? I was actually looking to see if I could get this.
Collectibles, and they do cost money to make, obviously.
Right.
And there's a lot of people involved
in
the creation. So obviously we got to clear profits, we got to make money. But we also want to make sure that
I don't get it. It went over my head, but I was doing 5 things at one time.
Is yet
I think I get a
adjustment
pass
from the previous 5+1 chaser iteration. We're just going to keep making those.
Gotcha. Testosterone. Okay.
We feel like we're hitting the mark, and people
That's
are
not
really
funny.
happy with it. But we try to be really agile with that because we have to.
Is this over yet? I got to pee again. That's 3 times. My prostate is effed up.
So the way editions are set up and pricings are set up right now may not be the way they're set up in a year or 2 years or how they were set up 2 years ago, because we really try to stay current with all of the data and analytics that are being pulled, because it's all in dashboards, like what everyone's doing, purchasing behaviors and all of that.
Right.
How to apply those in addition to having an understanding of
testosterone.
this character.
Yes, now I get it. I get it.
Does anyone know who this character is? For sure. Like,
I'm not laughing. I hate my life.
Major Avengers. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, really well said. Thanks so much for some insight.
Yeah, of course.
This is coming up this
Oh,
weekend.
I'm
You
so
guys
excited
check it out,
about
have some fun,
having chat.
add them to your collection. I mean,
I've
they're
just
all
gone
beautiful
from
and,
a
really great
3
job to the
out of
team.
10
I know you guys are
to a 3.5 out of 10.
Drop, so we'll see how everything goes. And just enjoy it, guys, because it's a
Your life
great,
hates
it's a
it. Does
great character,
it's
great
true.
storyline, and we'll see what
My wife
what
hates
happens
me
with this
also.
character as they evolve It's just super fun to watch. But we got to move on because we have a couple other things to talk about right here. Now, this is
we're
the
not
VV
done?
dioramas.
Oh, my
Corey,
Lord.
okay, we're gonna go just a little bit over time here, guys, because we've been having.
I'm good. I don't have a. Actually, am I good? Give me 1 second, and I'll tell you if I'm good.
Okay, yeah, but we have the VV dioramas that came out. This is the first of their kind.
Oh, see, he's
like I
got
said, Corey,
an Elgato Light.
if
I
you
need to
could
get
give
that
us some
again.
insight into these and how
All right,
they
VV
were
dioramas. I'm
created,
sorry, but 20 bucks
maybe
for
even
that.
like what we I know we can't talk too much about what we have planned in the future, but this is the first of its kind in this area, right? So
Now, if I
Yeah,
can
VV
jump off that
dioramas
platform,
is-
then
I
it might be
believe
worth
this
it.
is the first ever of its kind.
yeah,
Whenever we're creating any IP, and so a lot of the dioramas have been tied to a specific licenser, which is great.
Right.
You know, it's a great way for us to showcase really historic collectibles, really iconic collectibles, and having sort of that play set to combine them with is amazing. But whenever we're making our own IP, it gives us a lot more creative freedom in what we want to do. And it's also a way for us to balance the cost of that. Because you got to keep in mind, whenever there's revisions, things go to a licensor, and it has to go back, and it has to be changed, and it goes every time this transaction happens where we're having to, and it's the same for anything in content, even. Like if you think of how
They should
much
let Masteroni
my
make a
team gets
diorama for
paid,
VV.
if there's
I'd buy that
15
if you guys.
revisions on a
I would
video
totally
versus
do
no
that
revisions,
completely.
Yeah.
you can assume the price for
Do
that
it.
video would increase if it was like contractually based.
How did my
So the really
stream?
nice thing
Oops,
about
my first
rolling out
month as a
VVIP
YouTube partner
is it
went down
allows
in
us to kind
flames.
of
Turn
fill some
into
gaps
a
where we would like to have
MC
more things for
Corey
people to
stream.
utilize while
Right.
keeping those costs low, which really delivers that savings and that value to all of you watching. We really want to create some accessible entry points
Imagine
for
how much
people
this sort of
to get
stuff
really
we'll
cool
have in
things.
a couple of years.
I personally like having some VV branded stuff out there, but
Yeah.
what I like about this is it's more, it's not a VV logo. It's kind of like a piece of graffiti, so it does kind of get lost in the design on purpose.
Right.
It's more subliminal.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can expect to see more and more of this sort of things, and we have seen all of that feedback, from a lot of different people on how we could use those VVIPs, different ways, different mechanisms. It's being taken into account for sure.
Yeah.
But this being the first of, just doing it in a standard way that everyone's going to understand. It's really clear that it's not
because you
confusing.
chasing that
We're not
43
rolling out
cents
a
from
new
extending the
product type and
stream
then
another
also
2
tying
hours.
a brand new way to
Hashtag
purchase that
facts.
product type.
I think I
at
will
the
start
same
a stream
time.
streaming. You stream.
So
I think you should.
getting the ball rolling on what it is.
I would
and then
even
we can
stream
sort
that
of,
too.
just like we talked about with
However
Samuels,
that
we
would
can
work. We make it
adjust
happen.
the models and
We have to go for the first
mechanisms
diorama
to,
because
fit
VV
it
might
into whatever
airdrop
we
some.
want to be
Don't say
pushing.
that
So,
because
yeah,
that's
I'm
the type
stoked
of
for it. It
crap
looks really
that's going to
clean.
get me to go for it.
You can put any character you want into it, so that's also really nice.
Yeah, that's right. And there's 3 variants right here. And now, just so you know, guys, it's coming at 9 a.m. on Sunday, June 1st. That is correct. 9 a.m., not 8 a.m., just 1 hour later. It's Sunday morning. You can sleep in just a little bit longer if you're on the West Coast or if you're in North America.
Auto pay, buddy. You don't have to get up at all.
And brushing their teeth with the water.
And
I thought she
here's
was
the
murder.
rooftop watch with the skyline base. This is the rare variant right here. It's 20 gems. And it's 1,111 editions, and the smoke is animated, I believe, as well.
Yeah,
right?
it's just like a standard HVAC scene.
Yeah,
just smoke coming out. We
For
put all
sure.
kinds of different collectibles in it on our side. We've staged like a bajillion things into this. We've created some really fun scenes.
All
There's
right,
a lot of
we will break
characters,
YouTube. That would be awesome.
That are kind of fun to
Okay,
place
everyone,
into
next
because of
time
the way they're
this
posed,
happens,
a lot of static
I'm going to
poses
stream
actually work
Corey and
really well on our
MC.
rooftop.
Dive Jedi's going to
And
stream
I could already
me
see,
doing Corey and
people
MC. Big
putting,
A,
like,
then you're going to stream Dive Jedi doing
it's
me
just all
doing
kinds of
Corey and
things that people
MC,
be doing.
then
I'm not
Gurry,
trying
and
to
we're
think
just
of
going to go
what's been
back.
released and what's not been released, so I don't want to.
It's going to be
release
amazing.
anything major here. But yeah, it's really, really clean. It's
I
really
agree,
nice. It's really
actually.
well done. It's a beautiful display. A lot of detail in there.
For sure. Let us know what you guys think about that and have some fun with it. It's coming this weekend as well.
It's meant to be I see a question like, what is the rooftop based off of? Any building. It was meant to have sort of like Brooklyn vibes.
Yeah, New York.
What
Brooklyn.
the initial
Brooklyn?
whenever I saw the initial concepts, they were sort of referencing New York.
I just
rooftop
thought it
kinda
was like
things.
somewhere we'd go if we
Very,
wanted
like
to get
Spider-Man
murdered in a
Miles
video
Morales
game.
into the Spider-Verse, like that sort of.
Are you in, Big A?
For
Who's
sure.
in?
OBL is here. We're going to talk about you in just a second, OBL. Stick
yeah, she got
around
the
because
gold
we got
logo.
something special happened with Mobile at the event. We're going to get into that in just a sec. We don't have much time left, guys. We're going to close this up pretty soon, but we'll cover that. I just wanted
It's
to
not
talk about
soon
this really
enough.
quickly. We
Oh
had
my lord.
Ultraman Volume 2 come out. This just came out, and so people are going after that in the store. There's a special thing with this with the poster. If you have both, check it out. Get your exclusive poster.
I love this poster.
Yeah, it's so cool. Check out our blog for full details, everybody. But you get, we have Volume 1, Volume 2.
These are full graphic novels, so they're 200 plus pages, like the full graphic novel. And what's
not the
coming in
poster.
July? I don't know if any of you.
One
are
more
hip
like
to
everyone will be at
Ultraman
20
or
whole
really
likes
into
for
Ultraman.
Yeah.
2-hour, 20-minute
July,
stream.
We've got Ultraman Day incoming. It's also the I want to say the 60th or 70th anniversary, 1977. So 1975. So how many years? 1975 to, but we've got like a major sort of Ultraman hype month coming. And so if you're an Ultraman fan, stay tuned. I think we have some good stuff in the bucket for you.
Oh, super fun. And you can check out the blog article right here. Check this out. The next phase of the comic lineup involves the release of a manga in conjunction with Viz Media, Ultraman Volume 2, fully readable limited editions with 5 cover variants from artists Ichi Shimizu and I'm not even going to try, okay? Even though I'm,
It's manga.
Tomohiro Shimaguchi and
oh my
Amici
God, that was
Shimizu.
so good, Corey. I was waiting for you.
Nihongo ga skoshi wakarimasu.
It's so awesome. Yeah, really good job on that one. And thank you so much. Sorry to the artist on that for me. But here's the collector's bonus alert that we want to talk about. Hold both Ultraman Volume 1 and Ultraman Volume 2 in your VV collection between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Pacific time on the 3rd of June. So coming up soon to receive an exclusive Ultraman digital collectible poster via airdrop only for true fans.
I forgot to do an
collectors.
8-ball before I came on.
This is not working right here too on our blog, everybody, for full details. Just take 5 minutes, go in there, check it out, and enjoy the stories. And like Corey said, stay tuned for what we have in store. It's going to be pretty fun. Let's move on from that really quick right here. We also had the Hazard drop right here that came, the Sierra drop. This is the collecting the set. We've started to see everybody playing around with this one, having a good, fun time. Big shout out to O'Milly and, of course, Justin from Korea, VV Korea, who got together on the drop day with the artist, and they had an amazing space. Still recorded if you want to go back, get some really cool insights and listen to that from last Saturday. So it's almost a week ago, right? But we wanted to bring this up here. Still available if you guys want to complete the set. Really great collectibles, very scarce, and from a whole other community. There are plans potentially to have maybe even a bigger kind of event around all the artists we've had from that era, that region can maybe come together. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing some really fun stuff as a company with them. And there's a lot more coming from that region. So, have fun, get to know the artists. It's pretty great. This happened like last week. We also burned the, not physically burned. If you're new here to the channel, everybody,
let's talk about O'Milly again too. He also got that chaser on that.
Avengers, number 43 with the Red Guardian. This one now, it just got burned. The remaining variants in the shop. So great comic, great fun, ties into the movies. Corey, this happened this week. So
I know.
Got myself my
but the good news is I've added to that 9404. I'm now at 9424.
I was looking at that SR too. It's one of the more clean ones of just the character on the cover. Very
white
cool
background. Those really stand out in terms of like the SRs.
Oh yeah, really great. And then of course this one actually is burning, I believe today. This is Star Wars Visions #1. So this is that really great, storyline from the Visions from, if you've seen the animated series.
that first episode of Visions is so good. I was like, I couldn't believe, I loved all of the Vision episodes. Like, I'm not going to talk trash about Visions because I liked all the episodes. Truly unique art, unique stories for each episode. But that first one set an unrealistic expectation for me for the rest of them because of the art style, just the overall story. And I was just like, dude, like if Visions is all sort of this feudal Japanese sci-fi genre bend, like I'm gonna be losing my mind. And every story is totally unique, and only the first episode was like that. But dude, that first episode was so good. The waterfall fight scene. Have you watched? Has anyone in chat watched this? Have you watched this, Aaron?
I told everyone, Big A, about your
episodes,
day.
but for sure saw that. Yeah, very cool. A different
good.
take on Star Wars stuff. It's just cool to see it. A lot of creativity too, and the animation
Mhm.
style is really awesome on all the different ones. But this comic right here is coming up.
No,
I believe
nobody
we just
cares, Big A.
tweeted it out. I believe 4 p.m. today. If you want to check it out, just check our X socials there for the announcement on that. But yeah, very cool. And it's Star Wars month, so it's kind of like go in there, grab a last one right there right before the month ends. Have some fun with it right there. We also are burning this one coming up soon. So in the next couple days here, Captain America. This is number 354. So first appearance of course the U.S. agent.
John Walker.
Yeah, John Walker. So which is really cool. And
John Walker love right now. I'm digging.
I'm
it.
about to
I
immolate
like his character.
myself.
Like, I like his
So
MCU
if you guys are ready to
character.
see
I
something
keep
burn,
seeing, like, a bajillion
you're back
John
too.
Walker edits
Look,
on
this is
TikTok,
what Big
and
A
I am
did
here for it. I like
from
that
when I
actor.
started 2.5
I like
hours
the
ago.
portrayal
Russell's
of
son.
the
Trader Joe's
portraying
came back,
the old
cooked a fillet,
portrayal
took
of
a
the
shit,
character. And it's really cool to
ate,
get some of these legacy
and
comics
here he
that
is. What did you
inspired,
do? I'm back. Had to
what we're
change
seeing on screen
campsites. It's so
all
beautiful
these
here,
years later.
right on the
So, yeah,
river.
big win.
I
This is
got
an
the
awesome one.
place for a whole month.
Well,
Wow!
it's funny too.
Congrats on
because
that. Do you
could
see my
imagine being a father and son
chat
duo, both
in
being
the
in
stream?
MCU
Free?
as movie
Yeah.
characters? Like
it's
of course,
beta.
Kurt Russell was Ego.
That's
of
so
course,
awesome that they've done it.
and his son. Right? I didn't really know that was his son at first as well. So super cool, right? Like
I'm curious. Like, we should probably check out the not.
Did we
not
hit
here
20
in
likes?
the stream?
Probably
Maybe all
not.
of you watching. But I'm
Yeah.
curious if this
We did
comic's
it.
value has shifted because of John Walker's portrayal in current MCU. We've seen that historically, like your first Guardians of the Galaxy comic kind of just being like a goofball comic, and then Guardians of the Galaxy rolls out in the MCU, and that comic's like the physical version of it. Curious how this one's done physically, because this might be an accessible one. Get a nice cased one.
Oh, yeah.
I like that cover too. That's a clean cover.
Yeah, it's a very iconic cover. Thanks to OM Dub right here for putting the links to the blogs of all these comics in the chat. If you guys want to go direct there and check them out with the cover variants and everything, really appreciate that for sure. So that's coming up right there. Now, here's a little bit of stuff we want to talk about with the events coming up. I'm going to play a little video right here.
Now
we had the UK event, the community event that came out.
Let's go.
We got 2 videos to play for you. One David Hughes message and another one, of course, of the level 100 reward. And then we'll talk a little bit about OBL as well. So I know she's.
I just told my collectibles to stop smiling. He's triggering me.
Let's just play this video right now, and you guys can enjoy it.
Oh, thank God, no music.
Proceed to this one tonight. Our latest level 100 trophy holder, including our gold silver logo.
Wait.
Logo here as well. Thanks, man. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for the journey. Thanks for being part of the whole community.
And most of all, thank you for your money. I mean,
yeah, in case you hadn't heard the audio, guys, it's okay. We actually posted that video as well, so you can go back and listen to it. But yeah, really fantastic. That's Mark right there. So that's amazing that he got his redemption. You can see we had another level 100 that we talked about earlier today that just got
if I could just be there
status
and hit him over the head and take
as
it.
a company of getting these out.
Like that dive
you can attend events, but people who add events are also, they're trying to plan to get them to you as well. I know in Lisbon coming up as well. There are plans around the level 100s there.
Yeah, I talked about it earlier, how you made
all going. So stay tuned for that. If you are going, your level
140,
reach out to the team.
135,
and so, we can,
and I made 25
because there is a level 100 dinner there. But this is a really cool moment of the party, Corey, that happened. We do have another one of David himself doing a recap of the event. Audio is a little bit tight because we have there's a party going on in the background, but we'll play that video now for you guys as well. We also shared it on our socials too.
Oh, no music.
Here's
The company would just pay Corey to go to all of these places. I would give you the cleanest, smoothest, crispiest audio. I'm just saying. No, it's great.
Yeah, we need Corey and me there every single event. Lisbon, anytime.
This isn't a direct pitch to David or anything,
No.
but if you're watching, we could be with you right now.
The whole fam, everybody come with us, the entire fam.
Yeah, 135. I didn't think.
We'll see some
I mean,
future events, but here's
I
David,
thought there'd be
everybody.
some buyers, maybe at the max 100.
All right, so tell me about the last couple of days in London.
Epic events. It's been amazing last couple of days. I had an opportunity to walk around the London MCM Comic Con. Amazing turnout. Love the cosplay. It's crazy. The fans here is amazing. We had a great community meetup last night.
Oh, Big A, I got to go play
Today,
off the
we
grid
also
and get free
presented
XP. I
Marco
need
his
it.
Wonderful level 100 trophy and 2 gold and silver VV new car holders today, logo holders. What else did we do? We had the level 100 dinner here tonight. It's been amazing success and had a great opportunity to visit Patrick Hughes' studio today. So overall, London has been a fantastic success, and I look forward to hosting you all at Lisbon.
That's wild.
He
I
seemed
didn't
a
know
little
they
nervous there.
visited Patrick Hughes' studio. Now I'm even more jealous. The inventor of the reverspective art style. Like if you go to college and you're learning about artwork,
Oh yeah.
they'll talk about optical illusion artwork, and he is cited as the father of that sort of reverspective optical illusion.
Yeah, you
But
got to
truly,
do it
a big
free.
thank you to everyone that was able to attend and also record and provide, footage.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm going to have to do
really
that for
amazing.
sure.
Big shout out to Lucas.
So many cool people in the background of that
Yeah,
video.
free. You
It's
definitely
kinda
check it out. It
cool.
is
Back there, I was
computer,
like,
but
oh, it's
Well, you
like,
want to see the whole
ooh.
group right here, so check it out. Just really
Get that
quickly,
little-
but you can see the package there.
that
That's
little
the level 100
Mac
redemption. Every one of our
cube
level
thing.
100s up to the top 100 are going to get that. So it's going to amazing. It comes with that redemption of the logo in there. The level 100. It's personalized. They're incredibly heavy, super shiny, and there's also, we posted another little video of the moment, and other people have shared it as well. It's been really great. But check it out in terms of all the people. Here's a nice group shot with David and everybody. You can see it's the big fam came out for that event, and big shout out to everybody who came out and the people who helped organize. There's a lot of people behind the scenes who wanted to really help put this together. Big shout out to Lucas on our team, who actually provided us for the photos, and the coverage, and actually was in the background doing all this kind of event.
Masteroni was saying they did not go
helping out
cheap
with our, of course,
on the dinner. I
our
like to
whole
hear that.
team right here on the communications team.
I think
and our
you get
events
it without even playing.
and all the volunteers that helped out as well. Thanks so much. But there's a great shot of David right there. And we had another moment.
Man, I love the
signing
chat
everything. You
on
can
the
see
screen.
some
That's
familiar
awesome.
faces in the background. Who's that guy right
At least
there?
you got something done worthwhile.
I know.
Max.
Yeah,
How
true,
you
free.
doing?
Where's
I
his
think
other
that
hat?
Apple might be
Yeah,
the play, of
somewhere
course.
around, for sure. Look,
If it's
Osman right
not
there
up
as
because
well,
of tariffs, this might be the time to do
Osman's
it.
in the house.
Look,
But he was
Tucson, I
signing
got
all sorts of
chat
great stuff. See
now
those
on the
cards right
screen.
there? Those
It's
little-
been here,
those
I
little
guess, for a
beautiful
couple
little,
days.
VV heart cards with the UK flag on them. So that was a cool event as well. And let's talk about OBL. Orange Bag Lady, she's in the chat right here with a VV gold and silver logo gift from David Yu. Congratulations. Of course.
Man,
so
I wonder if
cool
I
that
could
you
get
got
that
one of
last
those,
mint. Did
and,
anyone get
we
500? That's
saw
what
the
I'd
vids, we saw the
buy.
reactions, we saw the pictures that you've been sharing, and everybody. It's such a special moment. I hope you had a great time. I believe that did you introduce your one of your family members, maybe your sister, to the app as well or something? I think I saw some of that. So that's pretty cool. But of course, we all remember OBL's great early spaces too, and how she's contributed
OG
to the
amongst
community.
OGs.
Yeah, the OGs, and then what she's still doing today. So I hope you had a great time with the whole team. Big shout out. That's a lot of fun right there. But let's move on really quick. We have to talk about the next event before we get out of here. This is Lisbon coming up. Now, the VIP entry ticket right here, if you got a ticket from New York Comic Con, the previous tickets, you can go and you can actually redeem this ticket right here. There's still actually some available. 157 remain out of 1,000 in the store. Now it's one per person, one per account.
He could use his phone. I'm going to help him do it. So CapCut is actually pretty easy from a phone or a tablet.
Now we'll have more details.
Did
about
I
the
mention
whole event and everything going on around it, of course?
Big hiking.
But we do have the event lineup article right here. As this is what's been posted for a long time. You scroll down right here, you'll see the non-fungible conference.
Gonna go box
6th in Lisbon, Portugal, right here. It's a must.
Hopefully, you don't run into Axeman
digital collectible enthusiasts. The non-fungible conference explores the future of digital assets, and VV is excited to be a part of the conversation, showcasing the evolution of digital collectibles and how we're innovating in the space. Now you can click right there, and it takes you right to the page. Now I want to show you where Dan is going to be presenting here. If you go right to the non-fungible conference website, you click over on the agenda in the corner right here. You can go to the global agenda. You can go to the detailed agenda. Click on the detailed one, which is cool. And then it shows basically everything happening. So on the day one on Wednesday, if you scroll down, it'll just take us a minute to find it because it's all time related right here. But Dan Carruthers is right here. You can see it. VV and Beyond, powering the future of digital collectors on the Telegram stage, Wednesday from 12:40 to 12:55. VV and Beyond explores how VV and emerging platforms are shaping the future of digital collecting, blending innovation, community, technology, and redefined ownership and experiences in the digital age. So Dan's going to be there. Check it out. If you click on him, there's a nice little bio of Dan as well for the whole event. So more information will come out about the event. There's going to be a level 100 dinner party as well. And one thing I want to mention,
we're
Corey,
21 minutes after, my lord.
I'll just put this right here on screen, the lineup right there. One thing I wanted to mention about the level 100. So the level 100 dinner that they had, we had 3 level 100s in attendance. So, you know, the team was like, you know what? There's so many great people here. Let's just let everybody come to the party and have fun.
Yeah.
Was it previous ones like at New York Comic Con or other ones we've had like 15
True.
level 100s?
But was he
something.
planning your
So it
murder
was
in a
more of
video
like
game? I don't
private
know.
event for the level 100s. But because there were so many fam there at the UK event, they opened it up. And I think it really made for a really fun event.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially whenever, you know, it's on.
I feel like after this month, I can't say fam anymore or fire. I have to like move away
we should
from
have a lot of that
words that
filmed and
were
available.
like
I think
popular
there's gonna be
5 years
some good
ago.
announcements by Dan during that, so that's really
For sure.
exciting.
There's
And that's kind of a
Jay
unique
East.
booth for us in the sense that that is a shared VV stack R. I
That's
like
right.
doing the hard R.
Oh, I can't do the J. Oh, there it
But
is.
it's a shared VV stack R booth, so it's jointly branded. So it's really beautiful booth. Both sides will be represented. And I think it's a great first step towards that direction a little bit more as we start streamlining those processes between those entities.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We'll get a lot of coverage for you guys. We have people in place over there who are going to be sending us back coverage, just like we did for the community event. So we'll share it out with everybody on our socials. Of course, we have people there like in the community are going to be having a ton of fun. It's all coming up very soon, and it's going to be a great time. But Corey, that's about it for us today. We got to get back to work. This is our fun part of the job, everybody, is coming and talking to you all the time. We thank you so much for coming out, as always, every week. Make sure, like I said, you know that you thank Josh and OMW for their for helping out in the chat, and make sure you're heading over to Discord as well. 2 of you in the chat today are going to win a prize of some sort. It's going to be lots of fun. And Corey, we'll have more announcements coming up as we get closer to the event, and
some wild announcements incoming. So hold on to your hats, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to chat with all of us. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And until we see you in the next video, happy collecting.
Oh no, you're gonna demonetize me again. F my life. Whew, it's over, everyone. Now you get another hour of me, which will be just as boring. Who's fucking excited? All the excitement in chat, I can tell. I need this. I have not seen this guy. Where's our boy? Well, he'll be back soon, hopefully. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about. Oh, what the hell was that? Something just happened on my computer. This is that Heroes Be Damned thing. So they actually hit this is that Kickstarter. And so this is where you're going to get that VV comic, that gold comic. I don't know what to do. There's 36. They've already hit it. So it said 28 days. 56. 96 for the hollow foil cover, which that could be the one to do, but I really want to get this one. The Bill I can never say his name. Psychovich metal cover. That, to me, this is the one to get. Unless you can get this 23 out of 25 for the 346, 966, and 1266. I don't know. I feel like maybe the 100's what I'm going to do. I got to ask the wife if she'll let me do it. This is the, hold on, let me go back. Is this going to be it? This whole thing. So this is going to be on VV. Look at this. They've already raised 11,890. Pretty impressive. I need to do this just for me, just to raise money for me. All right, let's get back to chat. See what we got going on. Duck and Cover, you are still awake, because literally I passed out during that. I mean, it went for an extra 25 minutes. Next time, though, you do not want to miss our stream. We've got an amazing idea Dive Jedi came up with it. I'm going to watch Corey and MC. Dive Jedi is going to watch me watching Corey and MC. Then Big A is going to watch Dive Jedi watching me watch Corey and MC, and so on and so forth. It's going to be amazing. Later, Tucson. What's good on? I don't know. I'm building at the same time. Oh, that works. Was up, Tucson. Let's go. I mean, this is Dive Jedi. I think you were onto something. It's absolutely amazing. All right, so are we doing this? Are we buying this Heroes Be Damned? No, I don't want sound. No sound. Are we doing this? I don't even know. So this is the whole thing everyone's been talking about. Obviously, they say rewards are not guaranteed, but if they're not going to rug us, I don't think 247. But if this gets through, even the $36 one, if you get the VV one, everyone's eligible to get the VV gold cover NFT. I feel like it's kind of worth it. Streamception. What's up, Gary Love? Who wants to? This whole stream was, oops, my first month as a YouTube partner went down in flames. And here I am an hour and a half later from when I did that stream, still on here doing this MC stream. And here we are. So what are we talking about? What do we want to talk about? I really want to know if we should be doing this. There's already 140 backers, which means there's already 140 of those comics. Wow, I cannot believe out of 140 people, they raised 11,890. Wow. All right, I don't care about that thing. But, I mean, it's going to be on VV. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's going to do well or not, but I kind of want to see about doing it. Shipping, it's most important that comics arrive safely. Oh, I have to pay for shipping? Tier 1 is a 16, 18. Tier 5 is 56. Oh, wow. So if you get it, this is an addition to what you're paying. Because they have to ship it nicely. Okay, that's fair. I get it. I don't know. What is taco? What are we talking about, taco? You're trying to start crap, aren't you? I just want to go talk about these dioramas. Who's buying this? I mean, do we think we're going to get airdrop something for buying? Like, you have to buy in the store or just owning it? Because we would have got 1111, 555, and 222. Interesting. I mean, this is going to be kind of cool to have in the Vverse, I guess. I was kind of hoping this would be like $10. Yeah, I know, Big A, you're not interested. I mean, it took me long enough to get my dollars back. So do I really want to blow my load? Oh, just make sure it's not charging with a fee. Yeah, screw that if they do that. Ah, my Coinbase. It's been logged in from Paris. Good. Get it all. Trump always chickens out people in finance talking about his tariffs. Use that term. Oh, gotcha. Now I get it. Let's see. I'll buy that, but not for $20. That's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. I mean, look, if you go for it, what do we say? There's 1,100, so 1,666. Yeah, I mean, like a little less than 1,900. So you're not going to get many of these. Do these burn, actually, by the way, if they're not bought? See, again, this should have been something where they burned it after a day. 24 hours later, if they're not bought, burn them. It's so easy to create value with the few amount of people that we have on the app. But they keep missing the mark. I got to have a talk with our boy. By the way, Sleeping Comics is going to be on this weekend. He said he's going to come on with emoji. He might even be on at the beginning, which would be sweet. I hope so. Let's see. I looked at that, but I don't think hollow foil and metal covers do all that well when it comes to comics. I've had a lot of comics. I would definitely go for the sketch art. Those generally do better. All right, let's take a look at it again. Because here's the thing. If you All right, so $36 plus zero. Oh, I thought you had to pay for shipping. This amount is an estimate to help give an idea of how much you will need to pay when the creator is ready. Yeah, I think it's $16 for shipping. There's 91 backers of 1 through 3. So you think the 56, it's just a sketch cover, so it's going to be blank, right? All this plus reward of tier 1 plus the coveted ashcan number 1, your exclusive backstage pass to the Creative Carnage. That forge here will be damned. This rare collector item revealed the blueprint of the brutality. Da, 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 da. All right, so you're thinking free about doing this $56 one. Maybe that will be the one I do. Oh, you can add on, includes one of each. What, you can add more? Okay. Oh, and so you're going to get the digitals too. If you do this first one, you get the real ones and the digitals. I feel like that's going to be worth doing, not financial advice. Plus you get all the other ones. So yeah, maybe that is the one. 56. You're going to end up spending another 16 in shipping. So, I mean, $70, it's not too bad. Do you actually want to collect this, or you think this is a quick? No, yeah, sorry. I should be very clear. I believe that this is a flip. This is not to collect. Well, let me say it this way. I think the digitals you'll be able to flip and get your money back. And then I wouldn't mind just having these just in case. But yes, I'm totally not buying this because I think this is going to have massive appeal. Although it is nice that they've already earned their money on it. As long as they don't shut this down, this is going to be up for the next 28 days. So we got 91 backers there, 12 there, 6 there. So only just over like 100. 110 or something. I mean, I think the $36, even if you're like, never send me this, I'm not going to pay the shipping. I don't know why it says optional add-ons. Oh, look, it's not even going to be ready until January 2026. Wow. I don't know. I feel like it'd be interesting. No, the sketch art, it's 300. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go take a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. You get the comic with the sketch art. Damn. Shipping and tax will be determined and collected post-campaign. Yeah, if you had, I mean, I wouldn't suggest this for most people, but if you have $346 laying around, could be worth the risk. I mean, the reason I like this one, the reason I like this one, and you're going to get it with this sketch, this one for 200, is you get the bill. I can't ever say his name. He's a big artist for comics, and I think that potentially has value too. It's a lot of money up front, but potentially could be a win. But your best bet, I'm probably going to definitely at least do this. $36, and you'll probably get that out of the comic on VV because there's not going to be many of the digitals. They'll sell them, but I think you get a special gold digital. And if I'm wrong, let me know. No, I'm thinking about the more expensive one. Wait a second. You're thinking about this one for $966? Original cover art? Okay, own the chaos, frame the mayhem, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to possess original cover artwork from series creator Vince Sinico himself. Only 3 collectors will claim these. There's only one left. Giant size. Wow. I mean, look, if you have the money laying around, if I won a lottery, I'd probably just do it. Why not do this? Cover quality commission. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, you want to do the 346 one. Okay, yeah, that was the one I thought you were talking about. This one right here. It'd be a long play, though. Yeah, it's definitely a long play. Can we call Taco Taco? I don't know. Can you? If you got 346 laying around and buy a cock for better returns, at least that's financial advice B you gave me. Probably if you got 346 doing this is maybe not the play. If you want to support them, though, no, not the 1,000 unless you have that type of money and can play the long. Right. Totally. If the dioramas have inside details, let's go back to the dioramas. I don't know. There's a dead person in this water tower, just so you know. By the way, does anyone know how many floors automatically have pressure, water pressure, with one of these towers? I think I know the answer. So with this tower, without anything else, this will create water pressure that will bring water up to a certain floor number. Does anyone know that floor? I think I know. Within one floor. Dioramas don't do well on here for some reason. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, until we get more people on, why are they going to do it? Why are they going to buy these? And, it's a great thing for Viviverse, but how many people are actually in the Viviverse right now? Although, wait a second. Oh, never mind. I thought there were 2 secret rares. My bad. Rare, ultra rare, and then secret rare. And it's a set. So for $60, that's, I don't know. I'm going to be scammed into going. I'm not doing the drop. I'm not going to actually do the drop. So, anywho, I thought we'd have more people come over from after the stream, but I was completely wrong. And I'm going to go spend some time with my son since he is done with school today. Let's see. It would be as high as the lowest point of that water tower, I would imagine. I think it's floor 5. No, I don't think it goes, because don't forget, the tower's on top of the building. Okay, hold on. I got to look this up. It's like the floor you always want to be in because you'll always have water pressure. Let's see. Water tower on building. What is the last floor with pressure? Come on, Tucson. Where are you? What floor has the highest water pressure? No, that's not. Hold on. How is water pressure maintained on the top floors? I gotta find. I thought it was floor 5. It might be 6. Maybe I have no clue what I'm talking about. How high? No, what floor does water pressure? Let's see. Physics says water can't go above where Free said. So it'd be as high as the lowest point of the water tower. I didn't know the water tower is on top of the building. Right. But the water's not going to go all the way to the top, though. Or am I wrong? Let's see. I've already given up and don't really care. I can't find it. I remember hearing this before. And it was like, if you're on this floor in a building, this is the floor that will always have water pressure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm already bored. Recommend water pressure 3-story house. It's not water pressure. I want to know what floor. Whatever. I'm done. I give up. It's boring. It was a boring question. In a pure gravity situation, water can't push higher than the origination level. Right, but with the tower on top of a building like this VV one, are you telling me it will go all the way up to the top level? It can go higher with sci-fi. Yes, well, that's the whole point, right? That's why you have that. I already gave up, but now you got me going again. Let's see. Building without pressure. Yeah, you have to have pumps for the top floors. Let's see. God damn it. water pressure decreases as it travels upwards, meaning the higher floors can experience lower pressure than the lower floors if the system isn't properly designed. Gravity-fed system rely on gravity to deliver water from the rooftop tank. While simple and cost-effective, they often need additional boosting to provide sufficient pressure on higher floors, which is exactly what I'm saying. I'm not getting my answer. I'm not a water pressure guy. I thought I knew, but I give up. But yeah, I think it's up to the 5th floor. If you have but it could matter, like you said, it could matter, like obviously how high it is on top of the building, how big it is. Yeah, whatever. It's a stupid fucking question. All right, do we have anything else to talk about? I'm kind of bored, as you should be too. I mean, I'm going to be back on Saturday. I got to get that up. Like I said, Sleeping Comics is going to be on. Emoji's going to be on. Maybe VV Magic, although I don't think she will. She's got something going on. But I appreciate everyone coming by. I mean, I've been on for 3 hours. This completely went off the rails. But yeah, I think I'm going to head out. I'm going to have to chop this up, this video, and take out all this extra fluff for the people who care. But it is cool though that I get chat now on the screen. So very cool. All right, everyone. Appreciate you coming by. I'm gonna head out of here. Go have a good day. Free. I still got to work on that song. I've been not doing a good job. I'll get you that. Maybe I can work on it tomorrow. Anyways, good to see you. This is for free. Not for free. All right, everyone. Appreciate you coming here. I will be back Saturday, 9:30 a.m. CST. Don't forget to like on the way out. Share it if you want. Stay tuned for stuff on X. Until next time, I will see you, everyone. Have a great day. Do something nice for somebody.